Design Center pregame show. Interior Design Center, like them on Instagram. See some of the stylish looks. You can touch up every room in your house, do a total home makeover, new window coverings, new floor coverings. Go see Brooke Nyberg at Interior Design Center, and check out their website too, interior-designcenter.com, bringing you our pregame coverage. We've hyped this game all day long. It's a game that you can't really hype enough. I mean, inside track to the Region 9 championship. It's number 2 versus number 3 in the RPI. Two teams that are well coached and really, really good, as we've seen all season long.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you're at the Crimson-Dixie game, if you're at the Hurricane Canyon View game, this is a game where Region 9 fans everywhere will be tuning into, paying attention to as those games go on. And with Snow Canyon taking down Dixie 35-33 last week, this very much seems to be a battle for the top of Region 9 at the moment. The Pineview Panthers, the Snow Canyon Warriors. This should be one of the better games we've got to see all year long.
I'm really intrigued. This quarterback battle, the touchdown to interception ratio is so good. I mean, Landon Fry hasn't thrown a pick all year, 13 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 6 more touchdowns on the ground. Bunnell, he just messes around and tosses it all over the yard. He's got 22 touchdowns on the season. It's not only quarterback play tonight, but there's going to be a big focus on how well these two quarterbacks do play.
I mean, the quarterback is what everyone first looks at when you look at a football team, right? How good, how effective is the quarterback? It's the heart and soul of almost every single football team you come across. And for these two squads, that certainly seems to be the case in some areas. For Landon Fry and Braden Bunnell, both interesting enough. They're both kind of pocket passers, but can use their legs effectively when need be. You mentioned Fry with 6 rushing touchdowns on the year, Bunnell with 2 himself. In fact, while both of them prefer to drop back and sling it, both are very capable of understanding when the pocket's collapsing, when they need to get out of there. They make smart, effective decisions, seemingly almost at all times. They're two of my favorite quarterbacks to watch who seem to have some of the best IQ in Region 9 and in the 4A classification.
Looking at some stars, there's 2 guys that are always X factors. Bretton Stone for Snow Canyon, coming off 267 yards last week against Dixie on the ground. And then, you know, Dominic McKenzie, this kid is a human highlight film. I mean, there's not a lot of kids at the high school level that can, you know, make the plays he has and then the speed. I mean, he was just gifted, born with pure speed. I mean, these 2 guys are worth the price of admission any night, and they got a lot of talent around them. But I can't wait to see who gets the upper hand, the receiver, the running back, and they're both sensational.
You know, I'll tell you a little bit about Dominic McKenzie. Last week against Crimson Cliffs, he was coming off a 5-touchdown performance against the Canyon View Falcons, and the Mustangs held him to 3 catches and under 40 yards. It was, for his standards, a very underwhelming performance, and tonight I know he's hungry. He's eager to get back out there and prove what he can do. There's a reason he leads the state of 4A in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns, a fantastic receiver, and tonight he's going to try to break free once again. For Bretton Stone, on the other hand, back-to-back games against Dixie, where he had a massive play on a little bit of a wheel route, and against Desert Hills, where he had a massive play on a wheel route that went for the game-winning touchdown there. So they look his way in clutch situations. They'll certainly look his way again tonight.
One of the interesting storylines is the offensive coordinators. Tim Nowatzki of Snow Canyon, former BYU star, and then Gary Croton, former BYU head coach, the offensive coordinator for Pineview. That's going to be kind of fun for those 2 guys that probably know each other pretty well to go head-to-head tonight.
It's got to be fantastic, and that's one thing that sometimes we fail to look at, and you do a good job of bringing that up as the coaching matchup and really the guys behind the players and the plays and how well they prepare for each other. That makes or breaks these football teams, and I'm eager to see tonight who it's able to make. Yeah,
no question about it. Of course, head coach Ray Hausner, longest tenured coach. Now, we know Coach Munkers at Dixie has coached for almost 30 years in the state, but in Region 9, he left, went to Dixie State. He's back now, but the longest tenured Region 9 coach is Coach Ray Hausner. Coach Esplin, I think, is now in his 4th year or 5th year as the Snow Canyon head coach. Both teams lining up. We're getting close to our national anthem. When we come back from our national anthem, we're going to have some fun with our Camping World keys to the game. We'll get you the Sky Mountain starting lineups as we inch closer to kickoff. It's the game of all games so far this season, a battle of the top. Undefeated teams, Panthers, Warriors, take a 3-minute timeout. More of the Interior Design Center pregame show after this.
There's a rush coming.
Well, let's rush best 9 plays
from last week in Region 9. Number 1 better be good.
One-handed grab, and Luke Wright is going to score a touchdown on one of the better grabs you'll ever see in high school football.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there?
This is Henry Bouchard, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I never found a customer base more in need of fine American-made sucking power than I found up and down the Wasatch Front in the mid-1980s.
There's one thing coaches love, it's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.
My pick for the 4A state championship this year when it comes to football is the Stansbury Stallions.
Give me a break. This isn't a contest about who can shovel the most corn silage. I like Pine View.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. So if you're looking for me, then you better look down where there's tall palm trees and shopping sprees. Sip my tires and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not as they seem.
Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts so stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating, funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife.
Lives of great men all remind us that our lives can be sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate. Still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait.
Great rendition of our national anthem here at Pine View's home field as fans are still filling into the stadium. We get ready for the Panthers and the Warriors. Pine View comes in at 6-1. The only loss of the season, Rustin, was way back week 1. It was supposed to be a home game against Ridgeline. They had to move it to a neutral site game just to play it. Pine View said, yeah, we'll go. They ended up losing 42-38. Of course, Ridgeline's had a really good season. They almost beat Skyview, who's been number 1 all year long, the defending state champs. They lost 17-14 in that game. And really, that kind of game against the number 1 and 2 team up north in Cache Valley, we're going to see probably tonight. I expect this game to probably come down to a field goal. In fact, Nolan Perry's power guide, he's got a 1.5-point advantage for Snow Canyon tonight. And we'll see how it plays out. I kind of feel like Snow Canyon is favored in this game. but I kind of feel like Pineview at home should be favored. We got fans here in the building after all.
Yeah, I mean, this certainly isn't the National Football League right now. Home field advantage is a thing. And out here at Pineview High School, we know it's always an electric environment. Snow Canyon, on the other hand, they seem to have traveled relatively well. A lot of people know what's at stake here tonight, and I think we're going to feel that energy throughout Pineview High School. And home field is going to play into the hand of the Panthers here. This is going to be very big, and let's see how they respond to the energy these fans bring here tonight.
This is the Interior Design Center pregame show. If you're looking to change up a room in your house, do a little bit of remodeling, get some new flooring, window coverings, go see Brooke Nyberg, Interior Design Center. They can take care of it start to finish, help you design it, pick the colors, pick what you want, make it look fantastic from start to finish. Interior-designcenter.com, or check out some of their pictures on Instagram. Go look them up. You're going to love what they can do for you and your home. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. There's a number of things. Let's break it down offensively and defensively. Let's start with the home team, the Pineview Panthers, on offense. One of the things I think is going to be important is get Dominant McKenzie the ball early and get him the ball often.
No, you're absolutely right. And we discussed earlier on how he was kind of stifled against that Mustangs defense only a week ago. We know that McKenzie is crucial to this team, crucial to this offense. Whether it's just quick little out passes, whether it's sweep plays, whatever it may be, he is a playmaker for this Pineview squad, and he needs to see the football early and often to get him in rhythm for the rest of the football game.
The other thing I think is going to be a key is pace. What kind of pace does Gary Croton want to go with in this game? Do they want to go fast, try to wear down some of the two-way linemen for Snow Canyon, or do they want to slow it down and play a ball control style? They're capable of doing both. And offensively, Bunnell needs time to throw the football. And I think offensively, Pineview's going to have some key third and fourth downs. Can they sustain drives? That's going to be very crucial tonight.
No, it's going to be very big. And I think when you look at the pace of play, one thing to keep in mind for Pineview is last week they were missing a couple guys who are massive on the defensive end, but also in the run game, and Takao and Jordan. These guys supposedly are back tonight, and that can factor into you picking up the pace, picking up the tempo, because you feel more comfortable with the players out on the field.
Defensive keys for Pineview, got to slow down Bretton Stone. Team tackle, you got to be really disciplined. And can you force Fry into some turnovers? We'll see. Nobody's been able to intercept him all year long. And then you got to match the physicality of that good offensive line for Snow Canyon. And what percentage of blitzes will Coach Esplin and the defensive coaches draw up in this game? Switching to, Coach Hosner draw up. Switching to Snow Canyon, defensively, they got to bring that hit stick, and which they have done. If they do that, they're going to be really good. And then, speed versus size a little bit here. And then, obviously, the secondary play, I think, is going to be crucial against this air raid type style offense that Pineview likes to do.
No, it really is going to be big for the Warriors. And when you look at Snow Canyon and you look at guys like Brooks Esplin and Brenton Childs
Will Warner
and what that Warriors secondary can do, we know they're capable. 99-yard interception return against Hurricane. They made big plays all year long, but I'll tell you what, this is a passing attack that's much different than Hurricane and Desert Hills and Canyon View. If you're not careful, they will light you up. So this secondary has to be on their A game against McKenzie, Bunnell, and Mann.
All right, the toss going on down there, and Pineview will kick off. Snow Canyon will receive the opening kickoff. A couple keys for Snow Canyon offensively is they'll get the ball first. Got to be clean, continue to commit no turnovers. Fry's decision-making has been great all year.
Yeah.
And sometimes he passes on calling his own number to give the ball to Stone. A lot of the stuff Snow Canyon runs is RPOs, and it's all on Fry's shoulders to make the right read and the right decision. And sometimes he has to give up some stats or some pass attempts be based on what the defense is giving you. So that's going to be interesting. And how do they use Hickman tonight? They can use him in so many ways. He's that Swiss Army knife, offense and defensively. And which wide receiver will step up and have the big game? Earlier in the season, we saw Hill step up. We've seen Brenton Childs have a huge role in this game. We've seen Hickman himself and others. Who will be the big-time receiver? Is it Bretton Stone out of the backfield tonight like we saw in the Desert Hills game with all those quick pitches, quick backwards passes that actually were runs, but it was an extension of the run? And so it's going to be really interesting to see who is the primary receiver that the game plan is surrounded by for Coach Tim Nowatzki and the Warriors.
No, and you even got to pay attention to guys like Logan Mendenhall and Will Warner,
Absolutely.
people who are more than capable wide receivers. And you mentioned Stone out of the backfield. There have been times this year, in fact, the reason that the Warriors have won the last 2 games like they have against Dixie and against Desert Hills is because of little wheel routes that Bretton Stone's howled out of the backfield that ended up going for scores. Fry is never afraid to audible. He's never afraid to make the right call. He's a very intelligible, capable quarterback, and we're going to see that against a Pineview defense who really stifled Crimson Cliff's run game last week. They're going to try to do the same here. Great. If you stop Stone on the ground, fantastic. You better look for him coming out of the backfield because he is a pass-catching threat at all times.
No question about it. We're closing in on the kickoff. Keys to the game brought to you by Camping World St. George. Camping World, go see their full retail store. They've got everything from camping chairs, accessories, stuff for your RVs to generators. You name it, they got it. Full retail store. And, of course, huge selection, travel trailers, fifth wheels, motor coaches, Class A, Class C. They've got you covered, 1500 Hilton Drive. We'll get you the Sky Mountain starting lineups as we set the table for both teams offense and defensively. They start with a squib kick, and it's quick, and it's covered up at the 20. And, of course, they were kicking. There must have been some kind of a penalty to start this game that we weren't aware of because they kicked from the 45 of Snow Canyon. Did you catch why they walked off 15 yards there?
No
or more?
clue.
So here comes Landon Fry, and let's meet the Sky Mountain starting lineup offensively. Of course, you've got Landon Fry, the senior quarterback, and then in the backfield, number 1 in the lineup, Bretton Stone. He missed a couple games and is still putting up some huge rushing statistics. And then, obviously, guys like Jake Hill, Will Warner, Braxton Hickman, some of the primary targets, so is Mendenhall. And then that offensive line that is so good, Hayden Fry, Isaac Lees, Jaden Erickson, Ja'Cory McKeever, and Fruity Ruiz. Gave it to Stone, first play from scrimmage, up the middle, bounce to the left side, out of the pack he comes, across the 30 and out of bounds. And no flags down, and a great run on first down. Got at least 9 or 10, depending on where he stepped out of bounds. Should be enough or close to enough for a Fabulous Freddy's first down. They're going to mark him just short, 9-yard pickup.
And that's such an encouraging sign as we get a good look at it right here, courtesy of CEC TV. It looks like he's originally bottled up. I see Ryan Jordan there. I see Takao there, and he busts it to the outside and picks up major yardage. If you don't tackle him the first time, he will make you pay for it.
And here comes 2nd down and 1. They go trips, give to Stone. Stone pushes ahead, and there is the Fabulous Freddy's first down. And, that's a little different formation than we've seen Snow Canyon come with. We've seen some trips, but that looked more like a bunch trips. It was a 3-by-1 out of the pistol, and they give it to Stone, and that moves the chains.
Yeah, and you love the first 2 plays for the Snow Canyon Warriors running it. We know Fry's a capable quarterback, but once they get the ground game established, that's when they're at their most dangerous.
1st and 10, Fry. Stone about 2 yards behind him. Hand off again to Stone, hits the hole, hits a D lineman there, and kind of trucks forward. Tackle made there by the Panthers. I think it was Braden Barlow? Was that 66? Bernsey helped me out.
Yeah, it looked like it was number 58 who got there first.
Brandon Naomi with the stop and just a 3-yard gain.
And, I mean, this is really what the Panthers' defense did against Creed Leonard all last week when they played the Mustangs. It was any running that Leonard had was very tough running. We're talking a yard or 2 yards a pickup.
3-4 defensive lineup here. They do rush 4, bring one backer up, and the throw is incomplete. Kind of lost his footing as he was trying to curl, and Brenton Childs couldn't keep it off the turf.
Yeah, of course, Brenton Childs there. This is a guy for Snow Canyon who's very valued at the cornerback position. And as a wide receiver last week, he did have a catch for 20 yards. But on the season as a whole, he's under that 10-catch mark. They don't go his way a lot. And right there, it's very tough to see the young receiver fall down as he had a little bit of room. Just
underway here on CEC TV and 97.7 ESPN, also streaming on sportsradio977.com, CEC YouTube page. You watch us on Des News KSL. Thanks for joining us. Fry going to air it out on 3rd down, and it's going to be deflected and incomplete. Was trying to find Warner down the seam. And the Warriors are going to have to punt the football. It's 4th and 6 from their own 34, and a good start for the Panthers defensively.
You know, and Fry had something that he hasn't had the last couple weeks. He had a little bit of time, but fantastic coverage there from Marcus McKenzie and Becker. And McKenzie's one of those guys, when you look at his statistics, really only about 35 tackles on the year from the cornerback position. He means everything to them, but the things he does game by game aren't always appreciated. He is a fantastic cornerback here in Region 9.
They are twin brothers, Dominic McKenzie and Marcus McKenzie. Punt nearly blocked. They do get into Whitworth just a little bit. No flag comes out. It rolls dead at the 38. And here comes Bunnell and the Panthers offense. Bunnell, senior quarterback, had to wait in the wings behind, McLeod Croton and Brown, who was here before as a quarterback, Dallin Brown at Pineview, who's now playing up at Southern Utah University. And now he has just burst onto the scene. Now Seth Takau is waiting in the wings, Enoch Takau's sophomore brother, and he's a really good quarterback as well. But Bunnell's the guy as they go 3-by-1, trips to the left side. And the give is to Takau. He runs wide and takes a hit and is dropped and looked like he got back to the line of scrimmage or just shy of it for no gain, maybe lost half a yard.
Yeah, and it looked like fantastic pursuit right there. That was Jake Hill. Stiff arm from Takau. Originally dropped the first contender there. Jake Hill with great closing speed. He's able to get there and wrap up Enoch.
So behind Bunnell and Takau, you've got Preston Mann, McKenzie, and then a good offensive line led by center Brennan Shaw as we check some more of the Sky Mountain starting lineup. Bunnell going to take a shot down the field on 2nd down and long and incomplete. Trying to find McKenzie on a corner route, and he underthrew him just a little bit, which is not hard to do. He's such a burner.
And we talked about it in our Camping World Keys to the Game. You want to get McKenzie involved early on and often. It's a great sign they look his way. Not so great that Bunnell threw that a little too far out of his range because he had created some separation.
Panthers staring in. Coach Croton hand signaling in the play. Trips to the top of the field here. The wide side. Ball on the left hash. Panthers wearing the white with the maroon. Working right to left in your radio dial. Bunnell looking to take another shot. Has a man behind the defense. It's caught. And he's at the 10-5 touchdown. And the Panthers go airmail again. And boom, just like that, they've got the early lead.
That's Preston Mann on the grab. Mann is one of those receivers. We talk about McKenzie all the time. Mann is worthy of every word we say about him. Fantastic receiver, gets behind the defense. We get a good look at it right here thanks to CEC TV. Bunnell missed on a long ball earlier. He says, I'm not going to miss this one as Mann struts into the end zone for the first score of the game.
Huge play over the top, and boom, Bunnell. And was it blown coverage? Or does he just fly by? I mean, Mann, we talk so much about McKenzie and his speed. Mann can fly himself, as you saw right there. And our Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up, and it is good. And just like that, on the one-loss scoreboard, 9:33 left first quarter, Panthers 7 and Warriors 0 on ESPN Radio, CEC TV.
There's a rush coming.
Let's rush best 9 plays from last week in Region 9. Number 3, we go to the soccer field. Same field, different sport. Brianna Stewart bends it like Mia into the top corner pocket. Take a peek at your letters. You can send us mail at any time.
What's up with the stupid robot? His prediction percentage is lower than my dog's IQ, and my dog is dumb as a rock.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there? There's one thing coaches love. It's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.
Welcome back to our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside. Sullivan Homes builds homes all over southern Utah. Great communities, great floor plans, great design. They build it just right for you and your family. Go to sullivanhomes.com. Panthers, 61-yard touchdown to Preston Mann from Bunnell, and the kickoff is returnable from the 25, and it's ran out of bounds by Hill, and then a late hit comes. It looked like flag flies, and that's going to give the Warriors really good field position after that pooch kick. They obviously do not want to kick it deep to Bretton Stone.
No, they don't. He's such an electric returner, and right there it's tough because you kick it short. Hill returns it maybe 10, 15 yards or so, and then Ian Becker with a late hit on the sideline The referee's going to catch that every single time. So the Warriors will move even further forward and get fantastic field position. And in a game like this against two heavyweights, the mistakes can make all the difference. And right there for Snow Canyon, they're going to get the ball up around midfield, which for Landon Fry and co., that's a big deal.
Yeah, and he's 2 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was just a little bit unnecessary. Pineview player tried to help him up, but damage done, and they'll start this drive just shy of midfield at their own 47. Landon Fry out of the pistol. 2-by-2 set. Erickson, the center, snaps it. Fry looks, it's a backwards pass to Stone. It will be considered a rushing play. Stone makes a man miss and then tries to tightrope the sideline, and he'll pick up a yard before he could step out of bounds.
And, you know, that's a play we saw quite a bit. In fact, in Snow Canyon's last couple games that they utilized, they love that little backwards pass. And, I mean, 8 out of 10 times it doesn't go for much, but those 9 and 10 times, they're very, very big plays for Snow Canyon. They did it a lot against Desert Hills. They did it a lot against Hurricane.
High school play-by-play brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Shopping for insurance, not as fun as watching your favorite team win, but if he saves you a bunch of money, you'll love it. Luke Udy, American Family Insurance, right here in St. George. RPO give to Stone. He hits the hole quick, and then he is driven down, but not before he'll pick up about 6 yards. Hard-earned yards there for Bretton Stone.
Very hard-earned yards, and that's his second biggest rush of the night thus far. And we talk about Pineview makes everything tough right there. And in on the hit.
They're going low. Good leverage there. I think it was Takao, I think, the outside linebacker that went lower than Bretton Stone. That's number 1 versus number 1.
You know, and it's good to have him back. Corbin Gifford did a fantastic job last week against Crimson Cliffs in his place, but there's nothing like Enoch Takao. What a fantastic defensive leader and fantastic defensive player.
8:40 left, first quarter on the Nets on Fire clock. And RPO Fry pulls it out, keeps it, and he's not going to get the first down. He's going to get about a 3-yard gain down to the 44-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and a long 1 for the Warriors offensively, and they trail Pineview 7-0.
And that's an extra effort tackle from Dylan Becker. Look at him come in from the cornerback position, ends up reaching out. That was a lot to contain Fry right there. It seemed he went down before he got to the ball carrier, had to make that extra effort to bring him down. And while we have a quick moment, Double D Wilkinson stat for you, that touchdown to Preston Mann puts him at 8 on the season, only 1 behind Dominic McKenzie. That is a good situation for the Pineview Panthers. McKenzie with 9 on the year, Preston Mann with 8. And remember, McKenzie leads a lot of receivers in that 4A category as the Warriors get ready to go for it here in 4th and 2.
Yeah, they got to. They feel like they're in Panther territory. Momentum play early on. RPO give, and it is Stone, and Stone easily cruises for the first down. Needed just a yard and a half, and got about 5, maybe 6.
You know, and I'll tell you one thing about that Warriors drive. You can tell that the team goes up to the line of scrimmage with a lot of confidence. There's no hesitation. There's no doubt. There's really no worry for this Warriors squad as they know Bretton Stone's going to get them those extra yards, picks up the first down, and the Warriors drive continues.
Already 5 carries now for 26 yards for Bretton Stone, I believe. He is the featured guy for this Warriors offense from offensive coordinator Tim Nowatzki. Fry has started this game 1 for 3. He's going to do a design quarterback draw up the middle, break outside. He's got some room. Fry could go. He's got one man to beat, and he is taken down inside the 5 near the 3. A beautiful run and great blocking up front for Landon Fry.
As Bryson Caballero, who was able to finally bring him down for the Panthers. But we talk about Fry. 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's a pocket passer. We've always known that, but this year alone, he has used and utilized those legs to perfection for the Warriors. Fantastic burst to the outside, great blocking up front. All credit to the Warriors offensive line as he's able to scoot all the way into the Team D Auto red zone.
Just got an update. Crimson started the game against Dixie with a pick 6. So Crimson has an early lead over the Flyers. We'll keep you updated on all the scores all night long. Brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware, part of downtown St. George and in Cedar City. Out of the gun, give Stone. Stone trying to lunge in, and he's just shy. He's taken down inside the 1. And it'll be 2nd down and goal, a pickup of nearly 4.
And ask this Pineview squad going to that Dixie game, Double D. That Mustang defense doesn't give up a whole awful lot, so a pick 6 there. I mean, that's got to give the offense a little spark, you would hope. If the defense chipping in, it's going to motivate the offense to do so as well.
Fry goes into the huddle here, trying to square this game up. Panthers lead 7-0 halfway through quarter number 1. Second down and goal. And Fry gives Stone. Stone hit! Bounces off it but cannot break free, and he is going to be dropped for a loss of 2.
I saw Jordan there. I saw Takao there. But the one with the original hit, I couldn't tell who that was, but someone got down and low first and foremost.
And then I think they called a flag late. You can see right at the end of the replay, here comes the flag. And if this is a penalty on Pineview, instead of 3rd down and 4, now it's going to be 1st down and goal. Well, instead of 3rd down and goal from the 4, it's going to be 1st down and goal from about, the 1.5. So they call a late hit on Pineview. Right here, I think, for piling on. His knees were down, and then he pushed his head. Takao pushed Stone's head down just a little bit.
Yeah,
that
I think
extra
that's
little push on the helmet is what the officials saw. And now 1st and goal. Fry under center. They go full house in the backfield. Give it to Stone. Stone right near the 1. Did he get in? The line says touchdown. The officials have yet to signal. And touchdown, Snow Canyon. And it's Wesley Tauanu'u. It's not Stone. Wesley Tauanu'u, who comes in that full house backfield, got that touchdown run for Snow Canyon.
Yeah, he had a receiving touchdown last week. They bring him in big situations, him and Hickman both. And right there, he's able to punch it in. In fact, you'll see Hickman come up from behind and provide that extra shove that seems to be just enough for Snow Canyon to get on the board.
You just assume it was Stone, and I saw the 1, but it was the 7 of Tauanu'u, and he's done that a number of times. Starting linebacker, but does do a little bit of running back. And it was simply Wisdom Teeth. Extra point is up, and it is good. We're tied on the One Law scoreboard. Your dedicated personal injury attorneys, onelaw.com. Check them out. 7-7 in the first quarter here between the Panthers and the Warriors on CEC TV, 97.7 ESPN, your Region 9 radio and network, TV network. And Bernsey, what a start.
It's been a fantastic start. I mean, everything we were kind of expecting. The Panthers come out with a defensive stop, go down the field. Well, they don't even go down the field. Preston Mann with the 65-yard touchdown reception, and then Snow Canyon with the slow, methodical drive the other way, relying on Bretton Stone all the way into the red zone, led by a big Landon Fry quarterback draw, and it's finished by Wesley Tauanu'u, who has been very stellar for the Warriors in goal line situations. 7-7 early on.
Yeah, no question. Look at some of the early stats. Fry, 2 carries, 34 yards, and 1 of 3 for just 3 yards through the air. That was that 1 pass he threw to Bretton Stone. Bunnell, 1 for 2 is all, but 61 yards. It went for the touchdown to Preston Mann. So a lot of excitement. Tauanu'u with that touchdown run moments ago. Haven't settled anything. And still 5:12 left first quarter. And kickoff by Whitworth. Going to be returnable right at the 1. And here comes Dominic McKenzie. And he is going to be taken down shy of the 15 by a host of Snow Canyon Warriors. Good special teams coverage there.
And I'll tell you what, this special team squad for Snow Canyon has to be dialed in like they were right there, because Dom McKenzie is such an electric returner. Had a 95-yard touchdown return on a kickoff against Canyon View only 2 weeks ago. He's one of those guys, like, they don't want to kick to Bretton Stone. You really don't want to kick to Dom McKenzie. So
well,
fantastic coverage from Snow Canyon special teams.
Dom McKenzie got no help. They had 3 Panthers all block 1 guy and let 2 guys go right by. I mean, that's just not going to work. As good as he is, he's still got to have some help.
That's math.
Bunnell going over the top. First down. Oh, what a catch up high. Preston Mann, are you kidding me? Preston Mann climbing the ladder, and that's a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down for the Panthers, and for Brooks Esplin, who has the assignment against Mann tonight, he's just shaking his head. He thought he defended that perfectly, thought maybe he had a chance at a pick, and he just gets out-jumped and outplayed by Preston Mann. Jump ball opportunity, I'll tell you, Bunnell took a shot on that play, ended up on his back.
And they got called for it, so they're going to tack 15 yards onto the end of this run on a late hit on Snow Canyon. And that's going to put them into Snow Canyon Warrior territory. They'll spot the ball at the 44. Preston Mann, dun-dun-dun, there midway through the first quarter. He just snatches it. I mean, Esplin's in great position, great coverage, times it perfectly. He just had 2 hands versus 1 there and snatched it away.
A very dangerous situation when McKenzie and Mann get going. So far tonight, it's just Mann. But this is going to open things up for Dom on the other side of things, too. Great catch.
4:55 on the Nets on Fire clock. And they're going to throw. Bunnell looking outside, and he's going to be almost intercepted, and it is tipped and intercepted. And here comes Will Warner, and he could go to the 30, the 20, the 10, and touchdown on the pick six. Will Warner on the old tip drill, and he takes it to the house. That's about a 64-yard return from where he caught it, and the Warriors lead just like that.
We have not talked about it enough. This Warriors defense is legitimate, the least amount of points against since the season started in 4A. And right there, Esplin gets his hands on it first. Bailey tries to bat it down, and it ends up in the hands of Warner, who takes it the other direction. Yeah. And that's big. In a game like this, any extra points you get specifically from your defense, absolutely massive for this Warriors secondary. And that was one of our keys to the game. The Warriors secondary needed to be on top of things, and right there, that's a good start.
Simply Wisdom Teeth, extra point is up, and it is good. And we'll take the break. Snow Canyon, Will Warner, pick six. 14-7, Warriors lead the Panthers on your Region 9 network.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Welcome back, Panther Stadium on a Friday night. The lights are on, and the scoreboard is already getting lit up. Panthers scored first, 61-yard pitch and catch to Bunnell to man over the top. But now, back-to-back touchdowns, and the most recent, a pick six by the Warriors, and they've got the 14-7 lead. And Bunnell will be right back out setting up shop at the 20 as that's a touchback on the kick. And he's got to have short-term memory loss now. He's got to forget about that pick and put together a drive, try to even this game back up.
Yeah, and Braden Bunnell is the type of quarterback who's capable of doing just that on the season alone. That's his 5th interception on the year, and he's already has his 23rd touchdown tonight. So, I mean, when you compare that ratio, it's pretty solid. And we were wondering what type of pace game this would be. It seems like it's going to be pretty fast-paced so far.
Yep, 4-3 set, but they blow it dead. There was movement.
I jinxed that.
Yep. The only thing that can slow this game down, penalties. Rustin, penalties. False start on the Panthers.
And last week against Crimson for Pineview, it was a pretty clean game from both squads. I mean, Pineview is one of those very well-disciplined teams, Snow Canyon in as well. But those flags will mean everything in a game that could go back and forth like this one.
Pineview has two great tackles, Peter on the left tackle, Dace in the right tackle. And they're going to run a draw right up the middle, and it's a quick hitter, and Jordan's going to take it to the 19.
Yeah, good to have Ryan Jordan back. He had missed that game last week, but for him, this is a guy who's been kind of banged up early in the season, banged up last week, and to have him back out there defensively and offensively is a big, big boost to an already electric Panthers attack.
Jimenez, get credit for the tackle for the Panthers. Bunnell going to throw, looking right, and over the middle it's caught by McKenzie. Beautiful timed pass into the middle of the field, and McKenzie will move the chains. That's another Fabulous Freddy's first down. Fuel it up, wash it down, and save. 2 Southern Utah locations. That's precision on display.
It is. Talk about short-term memory loss. He had one with 3 Warriors where he threw a pick. That one delivers it right to his guy.
Going fast again. They'll swing it outside to Bailey, and he dropped it. In and out of the hands there, incomplete. Bunnell put it right on him, and Christian Bailey just couldn't collect it.
Yeah, one of those situations where you may have heard footsteps. Brooks Esplin was closing in pretty quickly, and that bounces right off Bailey's hands.
4:06 to go, first quarter. 14-7 Warriors. Thanks for locking us in. This is the Sullivan Homes Game of the Week. Warriors showing blitz. They back out of it. Bunnell going to take a shot down the field, trying to get behind the safety, and he does to McKenzie. And McKenzie's tripped up and somersaults down to the 4. A touchdown saving tackle, but it'll be first and goal Panthers. How about that?
And those seem to be two similar plays, like he hit man on earlier for the only Pineview score. Got one receiver streaking down the sideline, and right now they are targeting number 22, Brooks Esplin. What precision.
And Bunnell throws McKenzie open there.
Yeah.
He throws it out in front and puts so much air into that football. That was a next-level play. They'll go zone read give, and the handoff and pushing. And look at Big Peter trying to push him into the end zone. Where are they going to stop it? And they're going to maybe give him forward momentum into the score. The body of masses, the old rugby scrum, and Pineview is a PAT away from tying this up. Was that Takao on the run?
I think it was Takao running off the field. Yeah, that's number 1, Enoch Takao, getting into the end zone, rolling over a maroon sea of bodies to get into the end zone, and that's what a big offensive line does for you.
Yeah, and right there, Peter Falanico was just the guy that just was just pushing. He just got an offer, I think, 2 weeks ago from Fresno State, and I'm sure more offers coming.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you love to see. It's those type of situations where you see a lot of guys stand up as a Warrior is currently down on the field.
Yeah, we got an injury timeout. Our injury timeout's brought to you by the Intermountain Sports Medicine Team. They go to work, and of course, Intermountain, longtime great partner with us on ESPN Radio, as well as with our Region 9 schools, taking care of the athletes. And I think it's a Warrior, and I think DeJuan Shakespeare out there taking a look. And we'll take a break and come back. It's 14-13. Now let's keep it right here as he is up, trying to get a number. It looks like he's okay, going to get his mouthpiece, and that is number 62 for the Snow Canyon Warriors, and that is Lorenzo Salili, but it looks like he's going to be okay, jogging off under his own power. Maybe he's got his bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully we see him back out here on the ensuing drive.
So here is another PAT attempt. Brought to you by our friends at Simply Wisdom Teeth. Always a great low price, $8.99. All 4 wisdom teeth pulled with sedation. Go check out over 400 5-star reviews. SimplyWisdomTeeth.com. The kick is up and is good. Now we'll take the break. We're tied 14-14 on our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week between Pineview and Snow Canyon.
All right, Lawrence, bring it in.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pancake McKeever.
Okay.
You go to the right hard.
Go to the right.
Full speed.
Yes, full speed.
Don't go full speed in rehearsal.
Yes.
Our ratings are never going to go up.
Okay, let's put these little babies to bed.
Ready?
Break.
Hey, Brent, when we're done, you can go back to playing Pokemon with those nerds you hang out with at Snow Canyon.
Ha ha ha, ha ha. Ready. Down. Hot, hot.
Oh.
Welcome back, Panther Stadium. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside. For our television audience, you just saw the highlight for the Rush, which is our Region 9 highlight show, hosted by our very own Andy Thompson. He's over across town calling the Desert Hills game tonight, but it comes out every Tuesday on CEC TV and, of course, on sportsradio977.com and all our social media channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You got to have it all nowadays. And we're tied at 14 in our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week. Another pooch kick by Austin Kogan. It's fumbled, and the Panthers jump on it, it appears. And it'll be Panther ball to 29 unless it got loose after he fell on it. And it might be somebody was fighting down there, but it's Pineview football.
Pineview football. Becker showed it first. He was pointing that direction. Everyone followed suit afterwards. That was Jake Hill who ended up muffing that kickoff. And, I mean, he returned one earlier, got hit out of bounds. That one, it just bounces right off his chest.
So Kogan, who's a great soccer player, hits that high little pooch kick, and it goes right through off his knee, and then the Panthers recover it. Boy, we're seeing some momentum swings here, and we're tied at 14. And after the pick six, Will Warner had for Snow Canyon. Now Snow Canyon returns the turnover, and Bunnell trying to take advantage. He'll put man in motion, looking on a wheel route to Takao. Has Takao, and he missed it. It went right through the hands of Enoch Takao. You're going to have nightmares on that one.
Yeah, he really is. And, I mean, he ended up paying for it either way. He took a shot right at about the 10-yard line. But Takao is a great receiving back and right there, just right through his hands.
That's one of those ones you just got to get those hands up and make that diamond. And,
yep.
And couldn't quite just time it right. It was a missile thrown by Bunnell. 2nd down and 10. Draw play. Right up the middle to Cow. And Cow going to make up for that drop with a fabulous first down. He's still pushing down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And Enoch Takau looked like he was shot out of a cannon. I mean, 2 great running backs tonight. Brenton Stone for Snow Canyon, Enoch Takau for the Pineview Panthers.
And we get a great look at it here. I don't know if there's a more powerful rusher in Region 9. Look at him pop Will Warner. Warner puts his helmet down there to make a tackle, ends up on his back, and Takau goes forward for about 3-4 more yards. Just a powerful, strong running back.
Still 3:19 left in quarter number 1, but we've got our first Intercap Lending timeout brought to you by the Scott Gibson team. We'll take a quick break, come back. Panthers in the Team D Auto Sales Red Zone on ESPN Radio and CEC TV.
Beyond the park you know, exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
Back live here, and a shot over the middle complete. Bunnell put a little bullet down, and it is caught by Tyson Moten. And Tyson Moten with the catch down inside the 5 at the 2-yard line.
Moten's one of those guys you forget about with an offense as McKenzie and Mann. Very capable receiver.
They'll go quickly. A little receiver screen to Bailey, and Bailey is in for the touchdown. Bailey caught the flanker screen and took it a couple yards for the score. And Pineview, just like that after the muff punt, they are back on top here at home tonight. 2014 PAT pending.
And Pineview already at the same, nearly a point away from being at the same scoring total they were last week against Crimson. You can't give a team like the Panthers extra opportunities. This is the 3rd best scoring offense in all of Utah 4A, and they show it right there.
PAT coming from Anthony Frusto. Frusto kicks it up and through, 21-14 on the 1-loss scoreboard. It's a shootout. The track meet is on. Still 2:59 left first quarter. We'll be right back for more high school football.
There's a rush coming.
Well, let's rush best 9 plays from last week in Region 9. Number 3, we go to the soccer field. Same field, different sport. Brianna Stewart bends it like Mia into the top corner pocket. Take a peek at your letters. You can send us mail at any time.
What's up with the stupid robot? His prediction percentage is lower than my dog's IQ, and my dog is dumb as a rock.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there? There's one thing coaches love. It's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.
Back here at Panther Stadium, nothing like a Friday night. There was 10 games in the state, Bernsey, canceled, but none in Region 9. And we're doing good considering the pandemic in the state, but still, this was the most games canceled in high school football. Here we are, week, 7?
Yeah.
But none in Southern Utah, as we're playing football and really glad to be doing so. And shout out to all the administrators, teachers, coaches, players, parents for all working together to get these games going and being played. And a short kickoff again by Kogan. Returnable this time, though, caught and taken back out across the 30 to about the 33.
And now the Warriors with an opportunity to come back out and tie this game up. 14 unanswered points right there for Pineview. It's the Warriors who jumped out to a quick 14-7 lead. They now trail 21-14. And I get the feeling this is going to be the type of game all night long.
Let's get some Hearst Ace Hardware scores from the other games tonight. Cedar just took the lead over Desert Hills for the first time tonight. So that's a good one so far, though. And out in Hurricane has the 14-7 lead over Canyon View early on.
Correct. Yeah, Carter Ashby and his squad leading in the first.
Hand off to Stone. Stoney is going to take it for about 5, almost 6. Second down. Again, this offensive line, maybe the best offensive line the Snow Canyon High School has ever had. A lot of people, I think, would say that. And, you know, Stone is averaging nearly 7 yards a run this season.
Yeah, and it's all because of that offensive line. Last week against Dixie, they did give up 5 sacks to Landon Fry. But when it comes to the run game, it's very, very tough to slow anyone down. This is the Panther team that held Leonard to 41 last week. Stone already running wild because of that O-line.
They go empty, put Stoney in motion. Fry stepping up, looking to throw. Now he steps back, lets it fly, and has his man on the sideline. It is caught, and no, they say he's out of bounds. He brought it in, caught it, but the foot was not down. The official says incomplete.
Such a tough throw from Landon Fry, too. He's going to roll out to his left, completely flip around, adjust his body to get this throw off. As a right-handed quarterback, very, very hard to get set. He does so. It's just a little too far out of bounds. That was a close call, it appears.
Yeah, but the official had a little bit better angle than we do up here in the press box, and it was on the far sideline from our camera. I couldn't tell in the replay. It looked like he was out. I think that was the right call. 2:08 left, still first quarter, 21-14. Panthers with the lead, but Snow Canyon with the football. Stone takes a run right up the middle, first down. Just quickly goes left, one little cut, and moves the chains, a pickup of almost 8.
Yeah, big run for Stone. In fact, we've kind of seen his runs, the first little while, they were about 2-3 yard pickups. They've slowly blossomed into 5, 6, 7 yard pickups as he gets a little more comfortable and that offensive line gets a little more push.
Did get an update, Canyon View just scored. So Hurricane and Canyon View now tied 14-14.
Last I saw, Crimson and Dixie were knotted up at 8 apiece as well.
And Cedar up 10-7 after it was 7-3, and they both traded some points. And now Fry's going to do a little quarterback draw right up the middle, and it works well. He gets about 8 out to the 45 of Pineview. And now Peter Polongico is coming back in defensively. As there you see Landon Fry. Fry has already got some good numbers on the ground. Stone, 9 carries, 41 yards. And Fry, get his stats in just a second.
You know, he's one of those guys who surprises me when he actually leaves the pocket. He's got a little bit of speed to him once he decides to tuck it and go.
He's got 3 carries for 42 yards. Really good numbers on the ground. Under a minute to play first quarter. So can't try to tie it up. They'll hand off to Stone. Stone through the middle. And Stone's going to break through and then be shoestring tackle at about the 30-yard line, fall forward, and that's another big gain of about 17 yards for Brenton Stone.
His biggest run of the night, if I'm not mistaken, Double D. And right there, you got to give some credit to Caballero. It was only him standing between Stone and the end zone. Not an ideal place to be. He's able to make the tackle, but only after 17 yards are gained for the Warriors.
And this could be maybe the final play of the quarter. We'll see. Been a long first quarter because of all the scoring. 21-14, backwards pass. It's a run by Stone. Stone's going to get to the outside, flags fly, and it looked like a hold call.
I think that's on Esplin.
Yeah, Brooks Esplin maybe got called for a hold there on the outside. And that will negate what looked to have been about a 10-yard run. Our officials tonight sorting it out. Referee, Gene Van Orden and his crew, and it is a hold on Snow Canyon. And it'll be 1st and 20.
And, you know, it's just been the kind of night thus far for Brooks Esplin. He's been targeted on the defensive end because he has to go up against Pineview's best, being one of Snow Canyon's better cornerbacks. And then tonight on the offensive end, getting called for the hold, which is going to push the Warriors back a smidge here. He's the type of kid who can definitely turn it around, though.
6 seconds. They're going to snap it down to 4. They do. Final play of the quarter. Fry looking to take a shot over the middle, and it is going to be incomplete. And a flag flies in at the end of that play. And looks like maybe they got there early, and pass interference going to be called on the Panthers secondary. The ball was kind of thrown away from the safety, so it was a Childs that had to turn around there and try to kind of adjust to that football. And now the officials will talk things over.
Seemed like a very bang-bang type of play. Hard to kind of tell in real time. But like you always say, Devin, the referee's got a little bit of a better angle.
Now, the hold happened downfield, so it was only about 1st and 16. So they're going to go back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to march off 15 yards here on the PI call on the Panthers. And so it's on the last play of the quarter. Fry was looking over the middle all the way, and you make the call there. Did you get there early? Looked like maybe a split second. Not much, though.
Like I said, that's a very bang-bang type of play. It was close. Maybe because of that replay that we got, thanks to CCTV, maybe a smidge on the early side.
Fry went all the way over to the sideline, and now he'll come to the huddle. This is one untimed play. Can't end the quarter on a penalty. So Fry and the Warriors marching here. It's 1st and 10. Just inside the Team D Auto Sales red zone at the 18. They're going to give it to Stone. Stone's going to jump cut left, and he's hit and driven down. And it'll be maybe a gain of 1. And that's the end of the first quarter. It was entertaining. More entertainment, I'm sure, when we come back. 21-14. Panthers lead the Warriors on your Region 9 network.
El censo es una ocasión especial en la que contamos a cada persona en cada casa de cada comunidad.
¿Niños cuentan?
Por supuesto, contar a todos le brinda un apoyo a tu comunidad para construir cosas como escuelas, hospitales y autobuses. Completa el censo por teléfono, por internet o envía tu formulario por correo.
Es fácil, seguro y lo más importante es completamente privado.
¡Haz que tu familia cuente!
Este año, haz que todos los niños cuenten. Visita 2020census.gov/ES.
All done.
It took you 10 minutes to complete the census.
That was so easy to count me, Rosita.
And Papi.
And it is secure and private. Make your family count!
Take 10 minutes to make sure every child counts. Visit 2020census.gov.
Welcome back. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside, and high school football here brought to you by Sand Hollow Resort. Sand Hollow has 27 holes, the 18-hole championship course, 9-hole Scottish Links course. You can stay at their villas. You can go to the lake, rent some side-by-sides, and they got the new Rock Bowl. They got concerts almost every weekend out there. A really cool setting for a live show. Get all the details, sandhollowresort.com. What an entertaining first quarter as Pineview leads by 7, 21-14.
And we had everything we could have asked for right there, right? I mean, we had explosive big plays downfield for receivers. We had a fumbled kickoff return. We had a pick six. I mean, we had the makings of an entire football game in the first quarter alone.
And we almost got our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert in the first quarter. I mean, we just need over 25 points, and everybody can go get free Yogurtland as the Warriors are going to run it down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. And that's going to be another first down. So 1st and goal for the Warriors, trying to even this game up.
And, you know, that was a big carry right there from Tyden Morris. That's his first attempt of the ball game for the Warriors, young tailback. And I love watching that kid run. He had a massive game against the Hurricane Tigers a couple weeks ago. And, of course, that was when Bretton Stone was out. Stone's the main ball carrier, but Morris can come in and really bring a spark.
Full house backfield. Down Nu'u, Stone, and Hickman in. They're going to pitch it to Stone. He's going to run behind Hickman, cut it back, and he is going to be hit and dropped short of the 3. I think he probably should have stayed wide there.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to be the proper angle,
Ryan
but it's a lot easier to tell from up here.
Well, watch Hickman on the replay for our audience. He gets the seal. I think he can sprint out with his speed. Instead, he tries to bang over Ryan Jordan, and Ryan Jordan says, nuh-uh.
Ends up taking a shot there at the end, too. Big hit from Ryan Jordan.
That's a big hit, like your driver out at Sand Hollow Golf Course on the first tee, about 320. Panthers by 7. Snow Candy knocking on the door. 2nd down and goal. They stay with that full house backfield. Fry goes under center. Fry going to take the snap. Going to pull it out. Speed option, keeper, and he's going to score it. Landon Fry on the touchdown run. Called his own number, and it worked out perfectly.
7th rushing touchdown of the season for the Warriors signal caller. And they like to utilize him. They know they got options in Stone and Hickman and Tanuhu, but the reality of it is Fry's got in there 7 times, this being his 7th. Very capable of calling his own number and getting into the end zone.
So, PAT away from tie game again, which will be for the 3rd time tonight. And Whitworth, and the kick is good. Brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. We'll take the break. 21-21 on the one-loss scoreboard. More second quarter action coming up when we come back.
All right, Lawrence, bring it in.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pancake McKeever.
Okay.
You go to the right hard.
Go to the right.
Full speed.
Yes, full speed.
Don't go full speed in rehearsal.
Yes.
Our ratings are never going to go up.
Okay. Let's put these little babies to bed.
Ready? Break. Hey, Brent, when we're done, you can go back to playing Pokemon with those nerds you hang out with at Snow Canyon.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ready. Down. Hot hot.
Oh.
Welcome back, everybody. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside, and high school football brought to you by our friends at Team D Auto Sales. They won't be beat. They'll take your trades. They'll even consign your vehicles. Go see Jason Parker for the best deals at 488 East St. George Boulevard or teamdautosales.com. You can check out their inventory, teamdautosales.com. Whitworth, kickoff, going to be returnable on a bounce. They got to go get it. It's still bouncing around. It's loose, and it's loose, and I think Snow Canyon might have got it.
I think they did, Double D.
Warriors football, I believe. What a mistake. What a mistake. McKenzie kind of let it bounce, and then it bounced away and shot around, and nobody grabbed the football, and the Warriors recovered inside the 10. Are you kidding me?
And we had a couple Panthers gathered around that ball. I think initially it went off Lung Choi's left foot, ended up getting popped into the air again, and neither Lung Choi or McKenzie could come down with it. Costly mistake. The Warriors do it on one end, and Pineview scores, and now it looks like the Panthers do it on their end, and Snow Canyon has an opportunity to score. A game of runs, 14 unanswered by Pineview, now 7 unanswered for Snow Canyon, trying to make it 14 themselves.
We've seen a muff punt, a kickoff go uncovered, and a pick 6 already tonight. We've already had, 2 lead changes and 3 ties, and a chance for a 3rd lead change here. After Snow Canyon just tied it up, they can retake the lead. Fry, they go full house backfield again in that option. They're going to throw out of it, though. Fry in trouble, backtracking to the 26, throws it away. He just throws it away, and that's a smart football play by the quarterback for Snow Canyon.
Very smart from Landon Fry. In fact, that's the first time between Fry and Bunnell tonight I believe we've really seen a quarterback pressured. And that was the first throwaway we've seen on the night for sure.
Yeah, he was kind of pinned in. Cal came up to help, and he's just living to fight another down.
And on the 10-yard line, when you've been gifted that field position, you can't afford to lose yardage. I mean, worst case scenario, you at least get 3 points off this turnover. So very heads-up play from Landon Fry.
Fry will go back to that wishbone look. Gonna run a little scissor action to give us to Bretton Stone, and Stone is going to be taken down, and I don't think he got much, maybe a short gain of a couple.
A lot of credit, tip of the hat goes to Pineview's defense here. You pursue Fry, make him throw it away, and then Stone gets one down on the 10-yard line, and the initial contact right there, was that Rick Meowie?
Yep.
And it looks like he was the first one to get to the ball carrier. This Panther defense, you're tasked with going back out onto the field where you think you're going to get a rest, and so far they have risen to the challenge and held Snow Canyon in check. 3rd down coming up for the Warriors.
Rick Maui right there with a big stop. That's a man making a tackle right there. That's a football player. And now 3rd and 8. No, 3rd and goal from the 8. And Fry pulls it out, goes speed option, pitches it. Hickman ends up with it, I believe, and he's going to be driven out of bounds and tackled for no gain.
Ryan Jordan, welcome back. They missed him last week. right there, a big stick on Braxton Hickman. He is not an easy ball carrier to bring down, and Jordan was there eager to meet him. This Panther defense has really impressed me coming back out.
Yeah, and going down low, might not got initially the credit was Collison. Collison was the guy that kind of got him around the shoe tops. They run that option to the short side of the field, though, Bernsey, and not a lot of room there. Hickman kind of had to stop all his momentum, and then once he got the football, really didn't have a chance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how big of a guy you are. If you have to stop and slow things up and you have an ensuing defense coming right at you, it's definitely tough to go anywhere. Very limited space to work with. And just like that, 4th down, field goal, go for it.
Yeah, that's decision time for Coach Nowatzki, the offensive coordinator for the Warriors. And timeout brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. They don't match their rates or fees. Let you know how much they can save you on a 15, 20, 30 year. They can do any kind of loan. And you can call or text today, get a quote on what they can do for you. Maybe you want to do a cash out refi with the equity in your home, do some home improvement. All the options. Go see our friends here on your Region 9 network at Intercap Lending, 619-8080. Already, Bretton Stone, 13 carries, 65 yards. So Pineview holding them to 5 yards a rush right now. I mean, I'm sure you'll take that if you're, Coach Boyer and the Panther defense, first-year defensive coordinator, former player for Coach Hosner. Of course, Coach Hosner's still helping out. He's got his fingerprints all over this defense, always does. 9:19 to go, second quarter. We're tied at 21. Warriors going to go for it. No field goal here. 2-by-2 with Stone in the backfield. Fry going to throw into the end zone, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted. And the costly mistake on special teams that gives Snow Canyon great field position ends up in a turnover on downs, and we stay tied at 21.
Yeah, fired up is big number 84. That's Ian Becker getting in and knocking that ball to the turf. Big play, and in fact, if Becker didn't get his hands on it, there was another Panther right in the vicinity.
That was McKenzie, Marcus McKenzie, I think, that was running there as well.
Yeah.
That's a huge momentum swing again in this game.
Well, it looked like the Warriors have been gifted a touchdown, right? The Panthers defense has to run back out on the field after they thought they were originally going to get a break. That's not the case. Panthers D it up, and we're still tied 21-21.
Bunnell out of the gun, looking to throw. Right on the goal line, going up top and incomplete, overshot his man. Had 2 receivers out there and nobody home on that deep pass, but they continue to just air it out and take shot after shot. Doesn't matter if it's first, second, or third down.
And if I'm not mistaken, that should be Pineview's 5th attempt of at least 20 yards or more. 2 of those, of course, have went for touchdowns. So, I mean, 2 out of 5, it's not a bad ratio. I think they'll continue to try that at certain points.
Bunnell going to throw an out route. It's going to be dropped. Incomplete. Rare drop there. And now 3rd and 10 with exactly 9 minutes left in quarter number 2, and we're tied at 21.
A couple drops so far tonight for Pineview as we get a good look at it here from Preston's man's point of view. But Takao had a big drop, man, with the drop there.
Turned his head maybe to look to run?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Bunnell is 6 for 10, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick on 3rd down. Looking to throw again, and it is going to be a bullet, and it is caught for the first down. It's a gain of 14.
Big play. Is that Christian Bailey on the reception over there? Number 15 hauled it in for the Panthers.
And it looked like at the end of there that Hickman tried to rip it out and say, I took it away. Let's watch it closely, Bernsey. There's the catch, and then he stood up. They're going to say momentum dead, and then Hickman actually does come out of the pack with the football, holds it up, but momentum had been stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bunnell had a lot of time back in his own end zone right there to actually deliver that strike to Bailey.
That was one of our Camping World keys to the games, though. 3rd and 4th down conversions for Pineview, and there was a big one right there to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Bunnell out of the gun, 3-by-1, looking to the trip side, goes to the deep route. It's McKenzie, and what a catch. He takes a hit, but Dominic McKenzie, sure-handed grab, immediately dropped by Brooks Esplin.
I love that play right there. It shows you the type of player that Dom McKenzie is. He steps in knowing full well he's going to take a shot. That ball was initially headed Esplin's direction. McKenzie jumps in front of the D-back and ends up bringing down the catch.
Heck of a catch there. They go back to the ground, and Ryan Jordan going to take it to the 40 and then get slammed down, but a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 for this Panther offense. Ran a little counter tray, the old counter tray. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, Hickman right there with the pile drive tackle, but it doesn't matter. Jordan picked up 5 anyway.
Bunnell going to throw. Flips it out of the backfield. Complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup before he is dropped. Maybe give him 4 on forward momentum. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Panthers from their own 44.
And this is when the Panthers play their best football. We kind of see a slow, methodical approach, a Jordan run, a Jordan quick catch out of the backfield. And then initially after this, they tend to go deep. They tend to go explosive. But right now on 3rd down, it looks like we're going to have Snow Canyon jump off sides.
Oh, you're right. Looked like, was that Taunu'u that came in to blitz and then got in the neutral zone and flinched? That's an automatic 5-yard walk-off. 1st down, Panthers. Another Fabulous Freddy's 1st down. Of course, you save 10 cents with every car wash when you fuel up at the pump at Fabulous Freddy's. North Bluff Street or River Road. Ball just shy of midfield. Bunnell, handoff. Jordan bounces off. Kind of looked like it was bottled up. Bounces off and turns that into a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, a lot of extra effort up front, not only from Ryan Jordan, but that offensive line in general. Just big push going on. In fact, we see big number 79 go down to the turf. That's Peyton Calico with a little bit of an extra effort.
Panthers looking to the sideline. Coach Croton hand signaling in the plays. I remember doing a game when Gary Croton was with Stephen F. Austin. I'll tell you that story after this play. Bunnell going to take a shot over the middle, and it is Preston Mann, and it is caught. Little skinny post, and Mann reels it in down to the 26-yard line. 1st down, Pineview.
I want to tell you what I just saw here. I just saw Ryan Jordan level Braxton Hickman as he came in on a blitz. Absolutely protecting Bunnell, protecting his quarterback, and he lays Hickman on the turf. You don't see that a lot, but Jordan with a big block.
And a timeout on the field brought to you by Intercap Lending. 6:21 on the clock. We're tied at 21. Panthers moving, and we'll be right back with more Region 9 football action. Actually, they didn't call a timeout. Let's keep it right here. Sorry about that. It looked like they were sending everybody to the bench. Here's that post route again. Look at the footwork. Bunnell puts a lot of zip into it. Good shot there of the senior quarterback. And you got to think Gary Croton, after all these years coaching, BYU, Chicago Bears, now back at the high school level, he's just having fun.
Oh, yeah. It's a sport he loves.
1st and 10. It looked like they wanted a timeout. Now they're going to go back, and Bunnell's going to roll right and tuck it and run. And he's going to give himself up. And started the slide at about the 23-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 4, depending on the spot on where he started the slide. Not a bad decision there by Bunnell.
That's the most pressure he's had to deal with all day so far.
Yep.
And it wasn't a whole awful lot.
And Childs was the one coming up. They got him to slide. Bunnell looking to take a shot, 1-on-1, into the end zone. Safety comes over, jump ball, and it's tipped and incomplete. Christian Bailey, the tallest of the Panthers receivers, was the guy they were trying to get 1-on-1 on the outside.
Yeah, we saw Preston Mann come down with the jump ball. That time it was Will Warner contending Bailey. And we haven't called Warner's name a lot tonight. When you're a cornerback, that's a very good thing. Great breakup from the Warriors defensive back.
So 3rd and 6, just outside the Team D red zone. Bunnell going to throw, clutch, and then throws, fires, and caught. McKenzie, juke move inside the 10 and out at the 9. And that was a patient pass play there to find McKenzie.
A little bit of yards after catch right there for Dom. He could have went down with it right there and probably had the first. Quick little stiff arm, picks up a couple more.
Really good play by the Panthers. 1st and goal. Bunnell has Takau to his left. And they're looking to throw. Bunnell going to roll a little to the right. And he's double clutching and now throws, and it's going to be a minimal gain, but a positive one for the Panthers down to the 5. Preston Mann with the reception.
How many times did Bunnell pump right there?
I think 2 or 3.
2 or 3. He had a good chunk of time. Originally looked to his
1,
left. Didn't like anything
2,
there.
Yeah, 2.
3. 2.
And then threw it. Kind of showed the ball early, though.
Yeah.
And that kind of kept the defense kind of guessing, trying to react. In basketball, the pump fake is undervalued. In football, right there, it worked out pretty good, too. And there was a penalty on a helmet-to-helmet hit, I think, just called on Snow Canyon from our referee, Gene Van Orden. And it's going to be 1st and goal, Pineview.
That's too bad, too, because the Warriors were in a fantastic defensive coverage.
First down here from the 5. Handoff. They'll give it to Takao. Takao racing into the end zone. Touchdown. Panthers retake the lead with 5:23 left in the second quarter. 27-21 PAT pending. What a run from Enoch Takao.
That's the type of runner that we have come to know and love. And Enoch Takao, an absolute bulldozer. And here, a little bit of speed. We see him shake off the first defender. Didn't take a lot of contact. The defender braced for contact. He didn't give it to him and end up walking into the end zone instead.
Well, Hayden Fry tried to create a pile at the point of impact. He just skipped around it, and everybody else got pushed back, and that gave Takao a head of steam to score it. Kick is up by Anthony Frusto, and 28-21. Pineview leads on the one-loss scoreboard. We'll take the break, come back. This is exciting, folks. Don't touch that dial.
3 months ago, there weren't enough masks. We were desperately sourcing from all over the world. People were making face coverings from scarves, bandanas, and bits of fabric. Now there are plenty of masks, but some people don't want to wear them. Come on. Mask up, America.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Welcome back. Panther Stadium, 28-21. Pineview leads. It's the Sullivan Homes game of the week. It's living up to the hype. Let's check the other scores in Region 9 tonight. Brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Bernsey.
Yeah, real quickly, it looks like the Mustangs in top of Dixie. They had a pick six. They've tacked on a field goal, 11-8. Mustangs over the Flyers. And then the Tigers have jumped out to a 21-14 lead over the Canyon View Falcons. They're locked in a tight one as well. We'll get you an update on that Desert Hills Cedar game in just a second also.
How about the stats for Braden Bunnell already tonight? 12-19, 244, and 2 touchdowns. I know Takao gets credit for that last touchdown, but Bunnell moved him down the field nicely, and Pineview has the lead. And, folks, good news. The Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert is already in effect. So if you're listening on radio, you can cruise over to Yogurtland and say, hey, I want the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. And they'll probably say, well, what game's already got over 25 points? You say Pineview Snow Canyon. Your first 5 ounces are free. Compliments of Holbrook Asphalt, the leaders in HA5. Make your pavement last longer. They work with a lot of our cities, governments, HOAs. HolbrookAsphalt.com. Get all the details and what they can do for you. And Snow Canyon football. Fry is only 3 for 7 passing, but they've got a ton of rushing numbers in this game. Fry himself's got 44 yards on the ground, 66 for Stone. And it's going to be Fry that decides to tuck and run here. And a nice run for 10, 11, out across the 30. And that's another Fabulous Freddy's first down. For the quarterback, Landon Fry, he's speedy, Bernsey.
He really is, surprisingly quick. And we get to see Masio Davenport get into the backfield originally. Fry does a quick little shoulder juke, acts like he's going to the left, takes off to the right, and ends up picking up a Warriors first down.
Collison, I think, was the guy that finally brought him down on the tackle for the Panthers defense. And here go the Warriors to a 2-by-1 with kind of a halfback set. And Fry looking to the flip pass to Mendenhall. Mendenhall is going to get a couple-yard gain. Started running north and south and finally is brought down. Depends on the spot on that far sideline. I think that was Mendenhall, or was that Morris? 3 or 5, couldn't tell.
Yeah,
it was Tyden Morris.
Yep, Tyden Morris. That's his second carry of the ball game.
The sophomore. I've been watching Tyden Morris since he was in 3rd grade, running the football, and still just a sophomore, and he is unbelievable. He's strong. He's always been bigger. And now a lot of kids are bigger. He's playing varsity football, but he's still really strong. He's a great young running back. One of the rising stars, I think, in Region 9. And there was a late hit penalty at the end of that run, so Snow Canyon's going to get 15 yards tacked on. We've seen a couple late hits in this game, Bernsey. A couple by both teams, in fact. And if you look at the penalties in this game, that could be a factor at the end of the night. Right now, 4 for 45 plus 4 for 50 for Pineview. So pretty even, 45 to 50 in the penalty yards. Fry going to take a shot. Now the pocket collapses, rolls right. Still looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he'll pick up 5, and then he takes a pretty good lick there at the end of that run.
Yeah, another Sand Hollow Resort big hit. And for Landon Fry, it looked like just for a moment he was going to have time to throw, maybe make a big play happen downfield, and it just collapsed real quickly. It was Masio Davenport kind of getting there first alongside Atanu, who kind of blew things up for Fry.
Still 4:08 to go, second quarter on our Nets on Fire clock. NetsOnFire.org. You can check out all their basketball tournaments, basketball camps, get details on their instruction. They've got some packages that come with training at Intermountain Acceleration as well as some basketball training. They've got a cool new Be More complex there with a roller skating rink coming. There's already the Grip Ninja Playground there. It's a really cool Be More complex where the Nets on Fire is located. So the penalty gives up the yards on the last penalties. They back Snow Canyon up. 1st and 20. Give it to Tyden Morris. Morris bounces, makes one man miss, breaks a tackle, and got about 10.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's Tyden Morris. And you talk about him being one of the rising stars. In that game against the Hurricane Tigers for their homecoming, Bretton Stone did not dress. He did not play. Morris got the bulk of the carries, him and Drake Kelly. And Tyden Morris was fantastic. Had 2 touchdowns on the night, a 15-yard rushing touchdown. Had about a 35-yard screen pass he took him for a score. When he gets his moment to shine, like he is right now, he always seems to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I want to keep Stone maybe fresh for the second half. Give him a little breather on this drive. Fry out of the pistol. And a little flinch in the trenches, and looked like maybe the offsides on Pine View's left D end, and it looked like that was number 57, Rick Mau, that maybe jumped into the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, first of all, you knock Snow Canyon back 10 yards. They get back to the original line of scrimmage, and then you give them a little bit more wiggle room. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So the penalty's starting to become a little bit of a factor here in the latter stages of the second quarter. BYU football tonight, they're playing Louisiana Tech. And former Region 9 alumni Peyton Wilgard just made back-to-back tackles, and BYU leads 14-7 right now. There's another backwards pass. It's going to go for a run to Tyden Morris, and maybe got a yard, and that is it.
And almost every play defensively for Pineview, Ryan Jordan is one of the first players to get there. That play no different as he meets Morris right about the line of scrimmage, and then he's joined by 2-3 other Pineview Panthers. And I've been really impressed ever since this game was knotted up 21-21. The Warriors had the ball down on their 10-yard line. This Panthers defense rose to the challenge, and they're trying to do so right now, a 3rd down and 5 for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
Yep, Pineview leads 28-21. 2:22 left first half. Can the Warriors tie it up on this drive? This would be a key play to get. 3rd down, gonna throw. Fry whips it in there complete. And it's Childs. And Childs takes it inside the 35-yard line before he is gang tackled by 4 Panthers.
And that may be the best throw we've seen so far tonight from Landon Fry. And I'm sure there's more to come. But as we get a good look at it here on replay, courtesy of CEC TV, he throws that between about 3 Panthers. Perfect placement. Childs ends up with it. And another first down on 3rd down for Snow Canyon. We talked about those 3rd down conversions being a big deal. Snow Canyon gets one right there.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a design curl route for Childs or if he just realized it was a zone and sat in the zone, but that was great instincts and great timing from Fry to Childs. Zone read, and Fry's going to keep it, and he's going to follow right through the hole, and he's going to pick up almost 6. Fry's starting to rack up some more rushing yards.
And, you know, right there it was Tanuhu who got the fake and ends up going and blocking for Landon Fry. Normally when he comes into the ball game, you assume it's a goal line situation or they're going to try to pick up a couple of hard-earned yards. That time he throws a block and allows Fry to get a little bit more on the carry.
Wesley Tanuhu, I don't know him very well, but I knew his dad Vince, who passed about a year ago, and he will be missed but not forgotten. Rest in peace, Vince. Good man. Played some golf with him a couple times. And Wesley is a player, just like his dad was. Fry going to run it. And he's going to dart out to the right side and take it down inside the 20, down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Fry really chewing up big chunks on the ground. And this is a contrast to styles you and I were talking about before the game. Snow Canyon's ability to run the ball and then Pineview's ability to throw the football.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now for Snow Canyon, it's interesting. that Fry, that's his 6th, 7th carry of the ball game, and all of them have gone for big yards. It's been really fun to watch him get outside the pocket. I didn't expect it coming into this ball game, but so far in the first half, it's been Fry's ability to get downfield that has kept the Warriors tightly contested here.
Yeah, Landon Fry already 6 carries. That was his 7th. Now he's going to throw into the end zone, and it is going to be touchdown Warriors. What a catch by Jake Hill. Are you kidding me?
Jake, how did he end up with that? There were 2 Panthers right in front of that ball. Talk about threading the needle.
Fry's going to drop back and going to whip a 13-yard touchdown to Hill right as the 2 Pineview Panthers were crossing, diving for the football, and they kind of run into each other, and Jacob Hill has the football for the score.
Jake Hill's one of those guys they look for in the red zone the most, and for him, for number 6, I do believe that is going to be his 4th touchdown grab of this year.
Simply Wisdom Teeth kick is up, and it is good, and we'll keep it right here, 28-28. The Big Score dessert brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt is in effect. Everybody head to Yogurtland now or after the game. Your first 5 ounces are free. Man, our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week is living up to the hype. Quality construction. They build homes just right for you and your family. And we love it. 28-28, 38 seconds left in the first half, and we haven't settled a thing, Burns.
Not a thing. Just when it looks like someone's going to get a little bit of separation, the momentum completely swings. We've seen runs of 14 unanswered points. We've seen back-to-back 7-point scoring drives. It's been a fun game in every right. Jake Hill there, his 5th receiving touchdown of the year, and according to the stats we have, he's only hauled in maybe about 11 balls. Most of those go his way when they're in the Team D red zone.
And that is 14 touchdowns to still 0 interceptions on the season for the Snow Canyon senior quarterback Landon Fry.
I like that.
Now, Bunnell's thrown 1 interception tonight, but Fry has not made a mistake. Now, the mistakes have come for Snow Canyon on that muff punt. That was their
Correct.
1 mistake. The turnover battle is 2 for Pineview, 1 for Snow Canyon. And the 1 was a pick 6 by Will Warner. We've seen a little bit of everything.
We have.
Special teams blunders, big defensive hits, pick 6s, and great offenses.
Fantastic offensive. Both of these teams have come out with their gloves up, ready to fight. There was no sleeping around for Pineview or Snow Canyon. And you know what I'm looking at here, it's a tie ball game, 28-28. You got 38.6 seconds left on our Nets on Fire clock. If you're the Panthers, how aggressive do you try to be, or do you try to be aggressive at all?
I think Gary Croton will probably be pretty aggressive here. You got Marcus McKenzie that can break a tackle and take it to the house at any time. But we'll see. I would expect nothing less than they trust Bunnell to put the ball up in the air in this situation.
They've already found man a couple times, McKenzie a couple times.
They're going to throw. Bunnell looking, and it's McKenzie caught in traffic over the middle. Breaks a tackle, 42, 45 in midfield, and now into Warrior territory at the 48. I told you.
Dom McKenzie, and that's the thing. It wasn't a deep shot. McKenzie caught on a quick little slant. The majority of that game was yards after catch, breaking tackles, leaving Warriors in the dust, and now they're in midfield into Snow Canyon territory.
McKenzie, just a junior. He's a star in the making, folks. He can have his choice of a lot of Division I schools. Now they're going to throw over the top and trying to find man on a little corner route, and he was behind the defense, but just led him a little bit too far, incomplete.
Yeah, you certainly got to watch out for man in this scenario. 16.7 seconds remain. You're at about the 48-yard line for the Panthers.
2nd down and 10. 3-by-1, trips to the near sideline. Bunnell going to go receiver screen to McKenzie. McKenzie's going to take it to the 40 and then get out of bounds. And no, he never got out of bounds. I thought he was going to tuck out of bounds or get driven out of bounds, and that's going to force the Panthers to take an intercap lending timeout.
And I don't know if he was trying to get out of bounds there. It almost looked as if Brooks Esplin kept him from going out of bounds with that big bear hug tackle. We'll get a good look at it right here.
Tawanu'u comes in and makes sure he doesn't go out of bounds there. And that's one less timeout now available for the Panthers and only 8 seconds on the clock. You know, probably just a little bit out of field goal range here. You got to think, okay, 52, 53 yards if they throw an incompletion here. is a little bit of a stretch. You got Kogan and Anthony Frusto that both kick. Kogan's kind of the kickoff guy, and Frusto's kind of the PAT guy. We haven't seen a field goal attempted, and I don't know which one has the bigger leg overall. I'm sure, one's more the short yardage guy, one's more the big yardage guy. A lot of teams have multiple kickers, even at the high school level. But they're not thinking about that. 8 seconds, you can probably take a shot, let McKenzie decide if he can try to get some yak yards or try to tuck out of bounds and make this a more doable field goal attempt.
And right now the Warriors have Morris and Hickman both back there.
Yeah, too high safety look for Bunnell. He's going to go over the middle, and it's going to be nearly intercepted, in and out of the hands, and went right into the hands of the Warriors. But that tip drill is so hard to collect off the ricochet. It's just so tough to concentrate when it's coming at you that fast.
It really is. We already saw one that Will Warner ended up taking back to the house. Hickman nearly had one there off the fingertips of Preston Mann, and we have a timeout here. And
Hickman was a little frustrated. He couldn't bring it to the body there. 4.3 seconds on the clock. Again, we'll keep it right here. And coming up at our InfoWest halftime show, we'll get you statistics. And I'll tell you what, Bunnell and McKenzie are putting up some statistics in this one. McKenzie's already got 6 catches for 146 yards. How about that Wilkinson stat? Wilkinson's, we'll get you all the stats, team and individual, at the break. We love our friends at Wilkinson's, lights, fans, home decor, and so much more over there just off Main by Fiesta Fun here in St. George. Wilkinson's, a unique place to shop.
And with those Wilkinson stats, Dom McKenzie is officially over 800 yards on the season. He came into this game at 748. He's going to leave above 800.
And I saw Lawrence on the rush had McKenzie as the second best receiver in all of 4A. Are you kidding me? How is he not number 1? This junior is unbelievable. Just the way he strides out, the quickness of his cuts, his route running ability, and he's sure-handed. There's no weak link when it comes to Dom McKenzie.
Ooh.
A jump there by Isaac Lees, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Warriors. He's trying to time the snap. And now, do you think about maybe what would be about a 45, 46-yarder?
That doesn't look like they're considering it.
Coach Croton comes out to Braden Bunnell. Bunnell goes back and takes his position 5 yards behind, out of the shotgun. This could be the final play of the half. We're tied at 28. Looking into the end zone. And it's up in the air, and it is incomplete. And no time on the clock. We haven't settled a thing here at Panther Stadium. At the break, 28-28, Warriors, Panthers. What a half, Bernsey. That was incredible. Both these defensive coordinators are going to have to go try to make some defensive adjustments here, because the run game of Snow Canyon was terrific and the passing game from Pineview was right on the money.
Oh yeah, both of these offenses really employing a fantastic approach on the offensive end. The only defensive stand I can really think of was Pineview after the muffed kick where Snow Canyon was on the 10. They ended up forcing a turnover on downs. Other than that, though, the first defense really to rise to the occasion, and Snow Canyon had a pick 6, is ultimately going to win this football game.
At the break, again, on the one-loss scoreboard, 28-28. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, highlights, stats, as we bring you the InfoWest halftime report here from Pineview High School. Stay with us, folks.
There's a rush coming.
Let's rush best 9 plays from last week in Region 9. Number 1 better be good.
One-handed grab, and Luke Wright is going to score a touchdown on one of the better grabs you'll ever see in high school football.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there?
This is Henry Bouchard, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I never found a customer base more in need of fine American-made sucking power than I found up and down the Wasatch Front in the mid-1980s.
There's one thing coaches love, it's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.
My pick for the 4A state championship this year when it comes to football is the Stansbury Stallions.
Give me a break. This isn't a contest about who can shovel the most corn silage. I like Pineview.
Hey Bobo, do
trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George 100.3 FM.
Welcome back. InfoWest Halftime Report. Lightning fast, high-speed internet service, telephone service, web design, TV, and so much more. Go see why they are truly the internet people in southern Utah at InfoWest.com. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside, 28-28. Panthers, Warriors putting on a show tonight. Let's check the highlights here. We'll try to reenact them best we can for our radio audience. We're on the triple cast tonight. As Bunnell got things going, airing it out, taking a shot over the top. 61 yards later, Preston Mann had the first score of the night. Panthers led 7-0.
Big play. We know Pineview's never afraid to go downfield. That's something that didn't happen against the Mustangs last week. They got it going early here in this big matchup. Fry, quick quarterback draw out to the left. He was so elusive and quick on his feet in the first half. And, I mean, it's really the biggest thing for this Warriors offense. It's finished off with the touchdown, Wesley Tanu'u.
Yep, 2-yard touchdown. Point after was good by Whitwer. Here comes Bunnell going back to work. And, there he slips free. I mean, what a catch, though, up high. And then Bunnell taking another out route. But this one's tip drill. Will Warner grabs it. And 70 yards later, Will Warner has the pick six. And at that point, Snow Canyon all of a sudden leads 14-7.
Yeah, coming up, though, is 14 unanswered points for the Pineview Panthers. We get it going right here with Braden Bunnell going downfield. It's Don McKenzie who's able to get through a tackle, maybe pick up a couple more yards. Back-to-back off of that play. Bunnell goes deep downfield. This time he's got his man. It's Dom. Nearly outran two Warriors defenders. He's tripped up down at the goal line.
Yeah, but no problem here is Enoch Takao is going to push, and then look at Peter Valanucco going to push him, help him in that whole offensive line. Shaw pushing there too, and all of a sudden it's 21-14. Panthers have retaken the lead. Actually, that tied at 14 at that point. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. And then that was the problems on special team, and then the Pineview Panthers get the ball back. Takao like he shot out of a cannon. Again, fighting for extra yak yards. I mean, just after contact, another 5-6 there. Bunnell over the middle. Look at the precision. Boom, that's Tyson Moten. And then here's the screen pass to Christian Bailey. Catches it, scores it.
Great blocking there on that play from Moten. And then back to Snow Canyon. All of a sudden, they trail 21-14. They get it to Bretton Stone. Their star carries it forward for a big, big gain.
And Fry would do it himself.
Yeah.
There's the quarterback keeper on that speed option.
7th rushing touchdown of the year for Landon Fry.
And that tied the game back up 21-21. And then, more problems. And Pineview goes back to work here. That was a 4th down turnover on downs after that muff kick, by the way. Pineview looking downfield, Bunnell, and look at that, just threading the needle. Nice post route to man, and then pay dirt here for Enoch Takao as he slides into the end zone. That made it Pineview 28-21. But a big 3rd down conversion right there to Brenton Childs.
Yeah, Brenton Childs, that was his first grab, dropped one earlier, comes up with a big catch there, and then Fry to the end zone. One of the most incredible passes we've seen this year. Threads 2 Panthers defenders to get it to Jake Hill for his 5th score.
Tied at 28 after that 13-yard touchdown to Hill, and then McKenzie, you were there about 38 seconds, and of course Panthers try to score on a big play there, but ended up on time kind of running down, threw it into the end zone, incomplete. And at the break, again, tied 28-28 here inside our InfoWest halftime show. Let's take a look at the stats. And first, for Snow Canyon, Landon Fry, 6 out of 11, just 29 yards, but a touchdown. Did more with his feet, Bernsey.
Yeah.
7 carries, 75 yards, averaging over 10 yards a tote, and another touchdown. So 2 total touchdowns for the signal caller for the Warriors. Brenton Stone, 13 carries, 65 yards. Morris had 2 carries for 20 yards. Receiving, Tide Morris, 2 catches for 3 yards, 1 for 12 for Hill, 1 for 11 for Childs, and 1 for 0 for Hickman. And defensively, Hickman leading the way, 6.5 tackles, 5 solo, and Jordan Wade had 2. But Will Warner, tackle and a half and a pick 6, kind of stole the show defensively in that first half. Check the Pineview stats. Bunnell, how about this, Bernsey? 14-24, 289 yards, 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Really impressive. And he had a couple drops, or he would have even had more completions. There was a couple balls. Takao dropped one on a wheel route that comes to mind. But they did make some special catches as well to kind of make up for some of those drops. And Preston Mann especially had a couple sensational ones. So did Dominic McKenzie.
Absolutely. McKenzie stepped in front of a defensive back, ended up hauling it down. A man jump ball opportunity. The crazy thing is, if you would have told me Pineview's quarterback had 289 passing yards at half, and if you would have told me Snow Canyon's had 29, I wouldn't have thought it was a tied ball game. I'll tell you that much.
Dominic McKenzie, 6 grabs, 146. He's averaging 24 and some change per catch. Preston Mann, he's already over 100 yards too on just 3 catches with that long one of 61 that went for the first score of the game. Christian Bailey, 3 for 22 and a touch. Ryan Jordan leading the way, 6 solo tackles. And Ryan Jordan and Hickman, those are 2 football dudes right now. Those are dudes laying wood on each other. Takao and Stone kind of had a couple of exchanges where they laid some wood on each other when Takao was playing defense. This is a physical football game. It's been played fast as well, Rustin.
And these are 2 very physical football teams who take a lot of pride in their program and specifically their defensive abilities. We know that Snow Canyon has never really shied away of playing till the whistle. They're always willing to lower their shoulder and hit. Pineview's came out and done the same exact thing.
How about some of the team stats for you? Snow Canyon ran 3 more plays, 35 plays. Pineview ran 32, but fairly close there. Total offense, just 191 for Snow Canyon, 334 for Pineview. Time of possession, Snow Canyon 1649 to 633. And 29 passing yards to 289. But the rushing yards, 162 to 45. So both teams playing to their strengths. Again, 2 turnovers for Pineview, 1 for Snow Canyon. And 3rd down conversions, Warriors 3 for 6. But Pineview 4 for 4, and 4th down conversions, Snow Canyon 1 for 2, and Pineview did not try or have to go for it on 4th down to this point. So there's some of your Wilkinson stats, lights, fans, home decor. Everyone, homeowners, contractors, love shopping at Wilkinson's. You get some exterior lights, you need some new cool interior lights for your chandeliers. Go check out what they can do for you at Wilkinson's, just off Main by Fiesta Fun. All right, let's do this. Let's pause, take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and for radio and TV, we'll get you last week's top 9 plays of the week in all sports. That's coming up right after this. Tied at the half, 28-28. We'll be right back on your Region 9 network.
Five minutes.
We've been here forever. They're about to close the store. Would you just pick something already?
I just want to look good, you know. It's season 2 of Trailblazer Weekly. I just want to make sure I get the right one.
Look at all this great stuff they have here at the Dixie State Campus Store. No matter what you choose, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just going to go with the first one.
Catch the Season 2 premiere of Trailblazer Weekly on Wednesday, August 14th at 3 p.m. Presented by the Dixie State Campus Store.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Welcome back. Halftime, they had a little kick for some cash, and now cheerleaders are doing a routine as we're tied 28-28. Halftime presented by InfoWest. We already looked at the highlights, already looked at the some of the key stats brought to you by Wilkinson's. But let's go back. If you missed it, this is our brand new show. We've had 4 weeks of bringing you a local sports television show. CEC TV produces it. Andy Thompson hosts it. It's called The Rush, and inside The Rush every week we find, and sometimes we miss one, but we think we always have some really good plays for you. And it's brought to you by Reach Higher Athletics and Gallion Welker Beckstrom Attorneys at Law. And here's the top 9 plays of the week from last week in Region 9 football.
Welcome in ESPN 97.7 Region 9 Rush. He's Lawrence. I'm Andy. We're ready to rush top 9 plays from this week in Region 9. Number 9, Canyon View, crosstown rival against the Cedar Reds. Garrett to McAllister, tip drill. McAllister grabs it at the 25-yard line. He's at the 10. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. Cedar won that game. Number 8, we go to the soccer field. Crimson Cliffs, Jansen Loshi, chip shot goal. Crimson Cliffs having a great year, especially at home this year. Desert Hills, Noah Fuilatadolo. To Austin Turnbow, touchdown. He gets both feet in. That's good in the pros, folks. Number 6. Here's Andy Griffin with the call.
To the races, to the 40, to the 50, to the 40. It's a foot race to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pineview. A big, big touchdown run.
Douglas Long Choi showing off the speed. Number 5. Flutie, number 22, launches it. Jack Reeve, 50-50 ball, touchdown, Tigers. Let's go to the Dixie Snow Canyon. Just for Marvin, looking to throw, throws it over the middle. He's got an open man. It makes a spin move, beautiful play, cuts back into the end zone. What a play, Hunter Knighton. Welcome back for the Flyers. That was me on the call that time. Let's go to Andy Griffin, Crimson Cliffs. Trickery.
A little double reverse long pass. They got a guy behind the defense. The catch is made, and Crimson Cliffs might just get themselves a touchdown. They did.
Rock Hill for the score. At number 3, Boston Dixon Desert Hills Golf. Take it away, Vern.
Yeah, here it comes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow! And at number 1, we got the blonde Braveheart, the golden boy, Braxton Hickman, doing bad things that hurt people's feelings. This was against Dixie. Eastonella, by the way, jumped right up after this.
And there you have it, the top 9 plays of the week. And my son making a cameo there at number 2. He's always been a good putter. He's been playing golf a long time. In fact, he went up north to play a practice round at the state tournament course tomorrow. So good luck to all the Region 9 golfers. Good to see golf represented in the top plays. And, of course, you saw the golden boy, Matt Hickman, there with that unbelievable tackle there, the number 1 play of the week. I did want to give a shout-out. There was one play we missed. It was a touchdown from Garrett to, I think it was Colby White or Torres. I can't remember who the receiver was. We missed in the top 9 plays of the week. So shout-out to that play. Probably should have been in the top 9, but so hard to find the best 9, and that's been a lot of fun. Check out The Rush every Tuesday. We'll have a new episode, and I think we probably had a player or two that could be in the highlight show already from this first half, as we're tied at 28 between the Warriors and the Panthers here inside our InfoWest halftime report.
Absolutely. I mean, you can look at Preston Mann and that jump ball. You can look at the deep shots downfield, the man and McKenzie. You can do the pick six with Will Warner, Landon Fry threading the needle. This game has legitimately had almost everything you want in a full 4-quarter football game and some.
InfoWest halftime report. We come back. Let's talk second half adjustments. I'll go inside, but Bernsey will be, breaking it down, saying what should these defenses do to slow down these offenses. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Come back. We inch closer to the second half. Tied at 28 on the one-loss scoreboard. Warriors Panthers should be a great second half, folks.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Caligras. It'll be on the SWAT team, the SWAT team. Did a fantastic situation. I should talk to you. I was going to talk to you last time.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, at the break. 28-28, Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside. Real quickly, let's get you your Hurst Ace Hardware scoreboard update, as we got 3 other Region 9 games going right now.
Yeah, Dixie found the end zone recently. It's 18-15 over the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. They're locked in a tight one. And speaking of tight ones, Canyon View and Hurricane all knotted up at 21. We're knotted up here at 28, Snow Canyon Pineview. And then the Reds and the Thunder, 10-7 in favor of Cedar. As of right now, you go all across Region 9, every single one of these games is very tight-knit.
Yeah, you got two 3-point leads and then 2 ties right now. I mean, 6 points separate all 4 games. That is as tight as they come. And, we thought, because Canyon View and Hurricane both 0-4, pretty evenly matched. You got Cedar Desert Hills kind of middle of the pack, same with Crimson and Dixie, and then the 2 best teams in this one that are both undefeated, 4-0. And it's going to be really exciting to see how all these finish up at the end of the night. Of course, just a note, we've already got our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. It's in effect, so you can head over to Yogurtland if you're listening on radio or after the game. Just ask for it at Yogurtland, only at the St. George location. Your first 5 ounces are free. I like the plain tart with just a couple strawberries, and I got to put a couple of those cheesecake cubes.
Oh, yeah.
So good. And you can do that after the game. Just ask for it at checkout. I want the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. It counts for everybody. So you can take your whole family. You can take your whole crew. Head over there. And thanks to Holbrook Asphalt for hooking up with us. 3rd year in a row we've done the Big Score dessert here on 97.7 ESPN. One other score update. BYU is leading La Tech 28-7 right now. I think that game is now halftime, if I'm not mistaken. 28-7 BYU at home, leading in college football. And, of course, Bernsey, as I promised, I want to get your thoughts on the second half adjustments here. Go back to our keys to the game. We thought 3rd and 4th down conversions were going to be big for both teams. We thought Pine View's defense had to slow down Stone. We thought Snow Canyon's defense had to bring the hits. And obviously, we've seen a little bit of everything. But if you're both these coaching staffs, what is the focus? What was the message to the players at the break?
I mean, honestly, right now, when you look at the Pineview Panthers, this is a team against Crimson Cliffs last week, who was a very rush-oriented, rush-heavy squad, came out and held them in check. Now you get Snow Canyon, another one of those rush-oriented teams. They can throw when need be, but Bretton Stone is an absolute stud for them. For the most part, they've done as well as they can do holding him in check. It's been Landon Fry who has been killing you with his legs. So whether that means kind of having a spy on him at all times, whatever it might be, you've got to keep Landon Fry in check. He has kept the Warriors in this ball game alone by simply dropping, turning his shoulder, and running the football. He's been fantastic, and it's kind of been unexpected. So Pineview has to make those proper adjustments to keep Fry in check, keep him in the pocket, and get pressure on him at all times. Now for the Snow Canyon Warriors, one thing you have to be a little displeased with is Braden Bunnell's had a lot of time in the pocket. I mean, I know we're applauding him for those deep throws, as we should, but he has not been pressured. He has not been pushed. I mean, he's been basically free to do whatever he's wanted to do back there in the pocket.
Well, they haven't blitzed him. They're
not
just
one.
rushing with 4. They're so confident they can play their base defense and get a little bit of pressure at the front 4, but that was one of our keys to the game for Pineview's offense was protection for Bunnell, and they've delivered on that. I don't think Bunnell's been sacked.
He hasn't, and I can only think of 2 moments where he was actually chased outside of the pocket, and that was more so his own decision to roll out and look for something open. The Snow Canyon has not got to him. Fry, on the other hand, hasn't been got to a lot either.
And even when he rolled out, I remember that double pump.
Yep.
There still was nobody coming at him. He was able to just kind of roll, and then complete the pass. So those are some of the second half adjustments. We'll see how it plays out. Tied at 28. Put 12 minutes on the third quarter clock. Brought to you by Nets on Fire. Second half play-by-play brought to you by Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy. MVP, scalp treatment, massage, cooling towel. Walk-ins always welcome. Sports Clips, 2 locations, Southern Utah. It's good to be a guy. And Warriors will kick off. Panthers will have the opening possession here in half number 2. Thanks for locking us in. Watching on CEC TV or on the World Wide Web or listening on 97.7. Sullivan Homes game of the week. Second half we go. Kickoff into the end zone for the touchback. And Braden Bunnell and the Panthers offense will start this drive at the 20-yard line.
You know, one of my favorite drives for Pineview in that second quarter was when they went to Ryan Jordan on the ground, did a quick little out pass to him. They slowly moved their way down the field. That seems to be when Pineview's most effective, and it really opens up their big play department. And for the Warriors, let's not forget, Pineview opened the game by stopping Snow Canyon on their first initial drive. Now they're hoping to do that defensively in a game where I think we've only seen 2 defensive stops.
Panthers. Play action, going to throw, taking a shot down the field to Preston Mann, and it's going to be nearly intercepted, then almost caught, and then it falls incomplete.
Well, tell you what, Pineview is definitely not afraid to go downfield. We've seen that throughout the year. We see it tonight. That one was just another one of those jump balls. Mann came down with one earlier. He tried Bailey in the end zone in one, and right there, Snow Canyon really starting to pick up on that great defense from Will Warner.
The trust between Bunnell and his receivers is incredible. Bunnell going to throw. Looking out to a check down, and it is going to be caught, and it's going to be a gain of about 6, maybe 7, and it'll be third down. Now they're going to mark him out, give him 6 yards, maybe short 6, though. They give him not a lot on the run down the sideline. Say he stepped out, so third and a long 5, almost 6, and there's the throw over the middle, and it's caught. And that's a first down. A Fabulous Freddy's first down, and that'll move the chains out across the 30 to about the 35.
That's Bo Hall, back-to-back catches for Pineview's receiver, his only 2 of the ball game. And, in fact, when you have Mann and McKenzie, sometimes it's easy to forget about these guys. Great second effort to shake one defender and pick up the first for Bo Hall.
Yeah, Bo Hall making an impact. He'll check out, and Moten will check back in. Twins to either side. Braden Bunnell out of the gun. They only rush 3. Double clutch and throws, and it is caught. Another 12-yard gain for the Panthers. They kind of pick up right where they left off.
And, you know, we talked about Bunnell not having pressure. They only rushed 3 there. I get what Snow Canyon's doing. They're sitting back. They're trying to contain what they can. But Bunnell, when he has that much time, him and his receivers have such great chemistry that it's hard to stop either way. So great connection to man, and the Panthers continue to move forward.
And we got an injured Panther at the 40, and Intermountain Sports Medicine. And Michelle Hudson will take a look. Appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine. If you have kids playing sports, get nicked up at all, Dr. Christian Millward, Dr. Grimes, all the staff can do an incredible job. And then, of course, they provide the trainers throughout Region 9. Thank you for their continued support of Region 9 and our broadcast here on CEC and 97.7 ESPN. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside. And I can't see the number there with everybody surrounding him.
It did look like 15 initially, Christian Bailey.
Christian Bailey, yep. And he's walking off the field under his own power. And Coach Hosner himself was over there to take a look. Coach Meyer stops and has a little message for one of the linemen there, one of his players. Maybe something he saw. And now it'll be 1st and 10. Pineview knocking on midfield. They're at their own 47-yard line. We're tied at 28, and we're not even a minute into the second half. Bunnell going to give it to Cal, going to run it ahead, and he's going to pick up about 4.
This Pineview rushing attack, you can never take for granted. I know Braden Bunnell airs it out quite often, but once Takao gets going, and even guys like Lung Choi, when they come into the ball game, when Pineview's running the football, they're nearly unbeatable.
Going to throw second down, and it's going to be caught outside. Starts inside, goes back towards the sideline, and that's a nice pitch and catch to Marcus Kemp, senior wide receiver. First catch of the night for Kemp.
Yeah, and it looks like we got a flag. I saw that yellow hanky right there, just like you did, Double D.
Yeah, one of the linemen got downfield, so we're going to say illegal man downfield on maybe the center, Brennan Shaw. You can see, Shaw is way downfield there. And got caught, just trying to get second level. Everybody's kind of backpedaling, so to get second level there, Shaw had to go about 10 yards, and they caught him. So it'll be second down and 11 now for the Panthers. Bunnell going to throw. Swings it out of the backfield. This is a cow. It's caught by Enoch, and Enoch's going to take it across midfield. Childs will make the tackle. There is another flag down.
Yeah, and right there, we'll wait and see what that flag is. It looks like it's going to be against Pineview as that team continues to back it up. And that's really a shame because Bunnell did a fantastic job being patient, waiting things out, waited till Takao kind of got on the clear and then delivered it to him. It was going to set up a much more manageable third. Instead, the Panthers nearly were at midfield. Now they're back on about their own 32-yard line.
Well, and that's why, college scouts probably love Ja'Cory McKeever because he went to a swim move and then basically he got tackled because he had beat his man and thus the hold. Panthers going the wrong way, but Bunnell going to look to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run, give himself up. Took a little bit of a hit as he slid feet first.
And there's the first pressure of the night. Here in the third quarter, Bunnell didn't feel comfortable back in that pocket. And so he had to go forward, only picked up a couple yards, and now we have a 3rd and long. Snow Canyon dialing up the heat a little bit. Let's see if they do it here.
Got to get it to the Snow Canyon 43 for a first down. Tied at 28. Bunnell going to throw. Looking, taking a shot. Downfield, McKenzie behind the defender. Ball underthrown a little bit, and no flags, and it'll be 4th down.
That was Will Warner on the coverage. Warner had his back to the football, and we got a flag late up here by the line of scrimmage. That came in really late.
Yeah, maybe a sideline warning. Or maybe something said by the Panthers sideline. Coach Croton's calling the offense over, trying to get him over to him. And they're going to, it's a sideline warning. Now, if an official's running along the sideline, runs into a player, they'll mark that off. That's an automatic penalty. But if it's just a warning, you get the first one for free. Next time will be the penalty and the walk-off.
You know what? A lot of credit goes to Will Warner right there, number 14 for the Snow Canyon Warriors. He's had a couple big breakups tonight, and when you're a cornerback and your name's not called often, that's a fantastic thing because it means you're doing your job. We've talked about Esplin. He struggled a little bit, had a much better third quarter, but Will Warner's been probably the best cornerback on the field for the Warriors so far tonight. Flag down as the punt is up and away, end over end.
And muffed, and then fielded. And then tackled immediately. Well, we had a really clean first quarter. It was, I think 7 penalties combined, not egregious. And then the penalties kind of escalated in the second quarter. And now all of a sudden a barrage of penalties here. I mean, Pineview kind of went backwards on that drive. It started so promising.
Yeah, it really, really did. A couple strong runs from Takao. Bunnell was able to find Bo Hall for a little bit, and then right when they were about the 48-yard line, they went as far back as their own 32. And then on that punt, a flag flies as well. Just a tough go, especially because the Panthers had very few penalties in that first half. It was Snow Canyon who had the bulk of those yellow flags thrown in their direction. And right now it's definitely the Panthers as they will re-punt this.
Yeah, so Anthony Fausto back out to kick it. Only played 2 minutes and 49 seconds in quarter number 3 in our Sullivan Homes game of the week. And the snap is good, the kick is away, and another flag flies. Both side judges had a penalty. It's going to take a really good bounce down inside the 20. But they might have to kick it again. Maybe there was some movement.
And there are flags on both sidelines.
Yeah, I think somebody moved.
It had to have been. And once again, another really tough moment because that took a very favorable Pineview bounce. Originally hit at about the 40, rolled all the way to the 19-yard line. And instead, let's try her again.
Yeah, I think they didn't have enough players on the line of scrimmage there, Burnsy. I think that is what was called. Maybe only had 5 players on the line of scrimmage there. I think our referee, Gene Van Orden, said only there was 5 players in the backfield, which would make 6 on the line of scrimmage, not 7.
Yeah, no, it looks like you're absolutely right. In this game, as of now, it's come to a grinding halt.
And that was a good kick that took a really good roll inside the 20. We're tied at 28. We'll kick for a third time here on the punt by Pineview. Not much pressure at all. Anthony Fausto going to kick it high, and again, it's going to take a kick, but it's going to kick sideways out of bounds. And that's going to be about a 23-yard difference in field position, maybe 24 yards on that last kick from the previous kick.
Yeah, instead of the previous, which rolled into Snow Canyon territory, this one ends up taking a hard bounce back the other direction. So the Warriors will start with the football at about the 44. And in a 28-28 game, field position means everything.
So here comes Landon Fry, his first opportunity here in the second half. Really good rushing performance, led them in rushing in that first half. Fry had 75 yards on just 7 carries and a touchdown. Threw for another touchdown, went 6 for 11 through the air. And the give is to Brenton Childs, student body right, and he's going to pick up a couple. About a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down and 7.
That's Childs' first carry. So we've seen Fry, we've seen Stone, and now we've seen Childs run the football out of that Warriors backfield. And for only having 29 passing yards, and Fry does have the touchdown, the Warriors have drew up every play in effective fashion when it comes to running the football. Stone and Fry have both really, really produced on that end.
Yeah, Fry on 7 carries had 70-plus yards and 13 carries for 66 for Stone in the first half. We'll see if they give Stoney a look here. They do. Stoney cuts back, running north and south. Really good pursuit. Guess who? Ryan Jordan.
Yeah, and another one down around the ankles. It was Marcus Kemp again. He's been down there. Jordan's cleaned it up top, and Kemp's been the one to create initial contact. Really just solid defense right there from Pineview. And every time Snow Canyon's tried that little backwards pass, that little out pass, Pineview's done a pretty good job of containing that so far.
So third down for Snow Canyon. 8:10 left on the third quarter clock. And we're tied at 28. Fry goes pistol, trips to the far sideline. Single receiver to the low side. That's Hill. No, excuse me, that's Wade. Now Fry's going to look to throw, and he's going to have the pocket collapse. He's going to flip it to Stone. Stone, he's going to run for the first down. And he's going to take it down to the 40 of Pineview. I mean, that was about a 4-yard pass from the quarterback to the running back, scrambling around there, and it ended up working perfectly.
I mean, and that's a very heads-up play by Fry. Let's take a look at it here for our TV audience. Fry was scrambling. I don't think he was ever intending to pass at that moment. He was just looking for somewhere to get out. Stone runs to his right, ends up dumping it off to him, and it pays big dividends for Snow Canyon. And we talked about these quarterbacks' IQ and how well they play in Bunnell and Fry. That's a prime example right there.
So, new set of downs for the Warriors after the Fabulous Freddy's first down. I'll help the passing statistics a little bit there. Fry handoff to Tyden Morris. Morris bounces outside, puts his head down, and then there's a couple flags, and this one might be coming back.
Yeah, it looks like number 50 right there for Snow Canyon. Braxton Coates is turned around and staring at the official. And another flag drops late.
Or is he just trying to find the spot of the hold potentially because it's a spot foul? So the hold on the Warriors will march them back 10. So both defenses have made some adjustments, and you got to appreciate that, Bernsey, but both offenses have so far in their opening drives in the second half, have went a little bit backwards.
Well, and that's what's tough. I don't know if it's been the defenses that have stepped up. They've certainly had nice plays, or if it's the offenses simply imploding. We saw Pineview do it on their first possession. We see Snow Canyon back up 10 yards here.
Out of the gun, Fry. Gonna throw, taking a shot. Down the field, one-on-one, has a man behind the defense, and it's gonna be touchdown. Warriors, how about that throw? And it is Hill again. Jacob Hill with the touchdown. What a play by the Warriors, and they have retaken the lead here tonight.
His second, the first was about a 5-yard pass. That one a long bomb. That's Landon Fry's first big attempt downfield of the night that I can think of.
Little double move there too, I think.
Yeah, a little shoulder roll to get the defense to bite one direction, and then delivers a strike to Jake Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season.
34-28, Snow Canyon strikes first in the second half. The big score dessert is already in effect, so everybody can get 5 ounces free yogurt at Yogurtland in St. George after the game, and the PAT is good. We'll take the timeout. 35-28, Bunnell and the Panthers offense will retake the field after this.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Welcome back, Sullivan Homes Game of the Week, and another lead change, Rustin, as the kickoff goes end over end, and it is going to be dead ball. His foot was in the end zone, so Panthers will start at the 20-yard line, and here comes Braden Bunnell. Snow Canyon up 7.
Yeah, it took a couple deep shots on that first drive for Pineview, but ultimately it was penalties that killed them in the long run. We had to repump maybe 3 times right there on that drive. So for Pineview right now, the goal is to come out and not only play clean football, but effective football. We've seen that they're more than capable of doing that when they've got Ryan Jordan involved in the run game, and he's in the backfield right now for Pineview. So hoping to see kind of a flag-free drive if you're the Pineview Panthers.
2-by-2 look. Bunnell's going to throw. Comes near side. Caught by McKenzie. Dom's going to take a hit and be dropped at the 33.
Yeah, McKenzie right there being guarded by Esplin, but coming in at the end of that play for Snow Canyon, delivering a hit, was Hayden Fry chasing McKenzie all the way back downfield. You like the hustle, but for Pineview, they're going to continue to move forward.
Yeah, it's a big hit by Fry, kind of driving McKenzie into the turf there. McKenzie pops right back up, though. Again, twins to either side. Bunnell taking a shot, going down the sideline, and it is going to be incomplete. Dropped it there. Rare drop from Dom.
And that one hit him right between the 1 and the 1. Had an opportunity to bring it down. Now, he did, in all fairness, he had to turn his body back towards the football, tried to make a leaping catch in that regard as it bounced off his chest, but second down coming up for Pineview.
Panthers going fast. Swing pass to Jordan, caught, and then dropped, but he's trying to break free and dive ahead. Wesley Taunu'u and Britton Childs both right there to make the hit, or was that Hickman? I couldn't tell. It was Childs.
Yeah, and we'll get a good look at it here. That was a strong collision. Tanu'u and Jordan, pretty tough guys right there.
Jordan's thick, man. Here we go. Gonna throw over the middle in a window and a big hit, but it's caught and held on to. What a heck of a catch by Bo Hall.
And how about the emergence of Bo Hall? His third catch of the half was not even targeted in the first and second quarter. He's got 3 grabs now, 2 of them for first downs.
And in a tight window, another pitcher-perfect throw by Braden Bunnell. 5:43 left in the third quarter. Snow Canyon leads by 7, 35-28, and almost intercepted by Childs. They went to that comeback route to Dominic McKenzie a couple times. Childs had a good drop and had it go just off his hands in that zone defense.
He read that all the way. He knew exactly where Bunnell was going that pass. Just couldn't come away with a key interception. Panthers live to fight another down.
Second down and 10. Full moon here at Panther Stadium. Tight game brewing. Run, Jordan got to midfield, picked up a couple. That's not a big crease there for Jordan to run through.
No, that collapsed pretty fast for Snow Canyon. A couple different Warriors around.
3rd and 8. Signal coming in. They'll move McKenzie in tight. 8 in the box with 2 high safeties. He's going to flip it to Jordan. Jordan spin move, and he's going to get the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Dove near the 50, and it's going to be 4th down. And now Pineview decision time. You're down 7. Do you pin the Warriors deep, or do you try to go for it here on 3rd and a long 8?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to pin the Warriors deep. Coming out on the field is Frosto for Pineview.
Good pursuit there by McKeever.
Yeah.
To bring down Jordan. Punt unit is on.
And that was one of Snow Canyon's first big defensive stops of the game that didn't involve penalties moving the Panthers back. Defense really taking advantage of the moment, and they'll get their team the ball back with a lead.
And a kick, going to land at about the 23, and it's going to roll down inside the 10, near the 6, and finally be touched there. So long field in front of the Warriors, but they have the football in a 35-28 lead. Let's check the Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard. All these games in Region 9 tonight pivotal as we're into the second half of region play. We're just a few weeks away from the playoffs, in fact, Bernsey, and some good matchups tonight. At the half, every game was a 1-possession game, and 2 of the 4 were tied.
You know, and that really seems to be the case. The only exception still being the Cedar Reds and Desert Hills Thunder out there in Thunder Country. It's the Reds on top, 17-14. The Thunder just got into the end zone. Just literally as I was announcing that score, it was 17-7. It's now 17-14 in favor of Cedar on the road. Crimson Cliffs trails Dixie 18-15. They're locked up in a good one. The Falcons and Tigers have both scored again, respectively, making that 28 apiece. And then, of course, this game, it's the Warriors 35, Panthers 28.
Landon Fry in the shadow of his own end zone. Under center here, hand off to Stone. Stone going to have not much room. Tries to break out of a pack, and he's going to be driven back. I don't think he got a yard. In fact, he might have lost half a yard or 2. Well, give him a full yard loss from the spotter on the far sideline.
And a lot of credit, it's Kyler Hunt. He was the first Panther in the backfield. He brings down the ball carrier, number 44 for this Panther squad. So the Warriors defense got to stop. Now it's time for Pineview to try to do the same.
And Stone is getting the Intermountain Sports Medicine crew. Jawan Shakespeare is up under the pads looking at Brett and Stone, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take it. Warrior ball. Stone's getting looked at here in the third quarter in a 1-possession game. Let's make this a 30-second timeout. Back to live action after this.
There is a place where the desert comes alive, where rain breaks forth from solid stone and gardens spring from blistered rock.
There is a place with enough color to make a rainbow jealous, where boulders are bigger than buildings and cliffs are higher than clouds. There is a place that will straighten your step, tighten your grip, widen your eyes, and open your jaw. There is a place.
So Bretton Stone walking off the field under his own power with the Intermountain Sports Medicine training staff, DeJuan Shakespeare, taking a look. Looked like they were looking at the shoulder, Bernsey. Kind of something up high there. Wheels are fine, but he got driven backwards there by a host of Pineview Panthers. 3:40 left on the Nets on Fire clock. Hickman in motion. Haven't gotten him the ball offensively much tonight. And they go up, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Esplin over the middle.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 now for the Snow Canyon squad. It started off with a big play from Kyler Hunt on first down as he pulled Stone to the turf, and then on second, forcing an incompletion. This puts the Warriors in a tough spot. Not only are you back up against your own end zone, you got 11 yards to get the first down marker. Never an easy thing to accomplish, but we do know that Snow Canyon's unlocked that big play ability. We saw Fry hit Jake Hill for a long score. They're capable of doing it, but it's going to be tough as this Panthers defense trying to get a stop of their own here in the 3rd.
Latest 4A RPI, Skyview defending champs 1, Snow Canyon 2, Pineview 3. It's 2 versus 3 tonight, 3rd down and long. Double move, Fry airing it out, and he's behind the defense. Jake Hill again. No, he had it go in and out of his hands, incomplete. Should have caught that one, but couldn't bring it to the body.
Yeah, now Hill down on the turf, holding that right leg. That was a drop. Fry, that was the same almost exact look that he got when he went into the end zone for the score. 1-on-1 against Francis. That ball just goes right through his hands.
Yeah, should have caught that football. And now another stoppage here as it looks like Hill might be cramping. DeJuan Shakespeare racing over there to stretch him out. Gives us a chance to thank some of our great sponsors. Ideal Home and Paint will be bringing you our Region 9 wrap-up show later tonight. And we'll scour all 4 Region 9 football games and pick our Handel's Homemade Ice Cream Region 9 Player of the Night. But first, we've got to name our Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. That's been such a tradition for us. Dad's Trucking, your quality service carrier, running strong since 1988. We've been doing this for 15-plus years, naming the Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. Of course, they own and operate all the Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar City, and Beaver. Famous chicken wings are delicious. Have you had those, Bernsey?
I have. I have them often, trust me.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good stuff.
I haven't found any better. And just another quick Hearst Days hardware update. Crimson Cliffs opened the game with a pick 6. Flyers just got one of their own.
Wow.
They lead 25-15 over the Mustangs.
Whitwer is standing a yard from the back of the end zone here to punt this football back to Pineview. Snap is good. Pressure comes. They get to it. Blocked it. Safety for the Snow Canyon Warriors punter. It goes right off his foot. Panthers blocked it. I couldn't see who blocked it.
Was that Dom McKenzie?
It could have been, or Marcus McKenzie. I couldn't tell.
Might have been Marcus. I think it was Marcus.
And that'll give Pineview 2 points here and cut the lead to 35-30. It was Marcus McKenzie or Dom McKenzie. It was the left side. I think it was Dom. I think it was Dom, and they sent them both. 2 speedsters. I love that. How good is that to put those 2 guys in to rush the edge?
Listen, you know Snow Canyon is in a precarious position. You put your 2 speed guys, McKenzie, the great defensive back, Marcus, your great wide receiver, and both of them get there. It just so happened to be that Dom was the one who knocked that ball. But just that's a very heads-up play. Instead of just thinking, hey, we'll get the ball at the 50, we'll have good field position, you go for the jugular, and it pays off there.
So 35-30. And Pineview will get it back on the free kick. You mentioned the updates. Cedar just went 3 and out. So Desert Hills has the ball at Cedar's 43 with 9 minutes left. Ooh. That's a tight game, a 3-point lead for the Reds. Here it's now a 5-point lead for the Warriors. And how big is that drop pass now, Bernsey?
It feels very big. Not only would the Warriors still be marching, but, I mean, you also wouldn't have given up 2 points. So That was a prime opportunity for Snow Canyon that they couldn't come away with. But we've seen that on both sides tonight. There's been a lot of what-ifs, a lot of what would have been different if this happened or this didn't happen. And right now the Panthers trying to take advantage, trailing by 5 on their home field.
And they should get good field position, free kick from the 20, electing not to punt it. They're going to kick it off. Whitwer, who's a soccer player, is going to soccer style it. It's going to bounce to the 30 and field it at the 27 by McKenzie. And McKenzie's going to take it out and get it across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, there's a big block right there to free McKenzie up for a couple more yards from Doug Lung Choi. And this is a guy, he's about their third-string running back. He started last week against Crimson when Jordan and Takao were down and out, ran for an 87-yard touchdown. And tonight, his duties have been pretty much relegated to special teams. Makes the most out of it by throwing a pretty nice block to get McKenzie about 6-7 more yards.
So 35-30, Panthers trailing, but with possession after the safety. Bunnell goes back to work, give it to Takao. Takao right through the middle, 10-yard gain. And then a pile comes flying over the top there. Some linemen were locked in a battle. It's been physical.
And Pineview's got such great flexibility. The last possession they had, it was Ryan Jordan who came out at the running back spot. Now it's Takao, both powerful runners.
Hand off to Takao again. Takao slithers through, and another big gain. Clipped up, but another fabulous Freddy's.
First down for Enoch Takao. That's back-to-back plays where he has about a 10-yard gain. Back-to-back first down pickups for Takao.
Yeah, and really good blocking again up front. The battle in the trenches is intriguing right now. Panthers get a nice push, another hole off the left side. Takao takes it through, and that's another 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 1, and they're knocking on the Team D Auto Sales red zone. Team D Auto Sales, great service, great prices. Buy, sell, trade yours in. They'll even consign and sell your car for you, or they'll even buy it from you. 2nd down and 1. Panthers go quick. Takao again. First down and more as he takes it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Panthers are snapping plays about every 7 seconds.
And the Warriors defense on their heels right now. This is a defense who's had to be prepared for Bunnell passing and making big plays downfield. They're getting a fresh dose of Enoch Takao, which they haven't really experienced all night, and it's really paying off in favor of the Panthers. Down inside the Team D Auto red zone for Pineview.
Bunnell, 17 out of 29, 316 yards, 2 touchdowns. Takao, didn't have many rushing yards in the first half, but getting some big runs right now. He's got 30-plus yards really on this drive alone.
And it looks like McKeever's cramping up now.
And you got a lot of guys going both ways, and another Intermountain Sports Medicine timeout. And we'll take it. 35-30, Warriors lead on the one-loss scoreboard. Stay tuned. Full timeout back in our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week right after this.
All right, Lawrence, bring it in.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pancake McKeever.
Okay.
You go to the right hard.
Go to the right.
Full speed.
Yes, full speed.
Don't go full speed in rehearsal.
Yes.
Our ratings are never going to go up.
Okay, let's put these little babies to bed.
Ready? Break. Hey, Brent, when we're done, you can go back to playing Pokemon with those nerds you hang out with at Snow Canyon.
Ha ha ha, ha ha. Ready. Down. Hot, hot.
Oh.
Back at Pineview, Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside with you here on 97.7 ESPN. Welcome you in if you're watching this game on our website, sportsradio977.com, or TDS channel 108 in HD on the Community Education Channel, CEC TV, and shooting some great pictures for you. And McKeever cramping. We saw Hill cramping. We saw Stoney get work on the shoulder. You know, we were talking about this in the Region 9 Live pregame show. You know, with Pineview going fast and a lot of Warriors linemen going both ways, would they wear down? And that remains to be seen with this game still in limbo, but we're starting to see some guys cramp.
Yeah, we're starting to see some guys cramp, and a prime example right now is the Warriors' defense. They started pounding the rock hard with Enoch Takao, and right now they are reeling. They're on their heels. And you have to wonder if it's a conditioning thing or just Pineview being able to really utilize the rush right now. There's a variety of different factors you could look at, but conditioning certainly doesn't seem out of the question.
So they'll wind the clock now after the injury timeout. And we go back to live action. There's a minute 43 and ticking left on our Nets on Fire clock in the third quarter. It's 35-30 Snow Canyon leading by 5, but Pineview in the Team D Auto Sales red zone. Bunnell out of the gun. Gonna give it to Jordan. Ryan Jordan gonna take a nice cut, and he's gonna push down to the 10, just shy of a first down. That's a 9-yard gain for the fullback / running back. He's like a combo back, isn't he, Bernsey?
Oh, he's fantastic. And, you know, you may have noticed most of these runs that Takao and Jordan have picked up big yardage have been up the left side. They're really using that side right now, and those linemen.
And fake it. Bunnell going to throw it. And almost one of the situations where you want to see a bad throw because it skips off the turf. If that's thrown a little higher, Britton Childs might have picked it.
Yeah, and that's a couple throws right now that have been a little off from Bunnell that we're not used to seeing. Looked like he kind of had a weird hitch in that release.
Well, I think he hesitated because he saw Childs breaking on the ball and getting a nice drop out into the curl of the flat. And if there ever was a time for an errant throw low, that was it for Braden Bunnell.
You'll take that hesitation.
Yeah, he's 21 out of 35 for 343 yards, but they're going to go back to the ground, and Ryan Jordan's going to take it down to the 5. Needed just 2 yards for the first down and got it and some change. It's first and goal, Pineview.
And guess who's back on the field now? It's Enoch Takao. Him subs Ryan Jordan out. And it's so nice to be able to switch between two running backs who can pummel the football.
They go quick. Give it to Takao. Cuts back. Takao trying to find that goal line, and I don't know. No signal yet from our officials. It was close. I don't think he made it. They're going to mark him just shy.
Yeah, and I don't know. We're going to get a good look at it here. Takao spinning off a couple Warriors. Yeah, it looks like maybe he was twisted up right there at the end. It's close, but the referee got the best look at it.
Second down and goal from inside the 1. Panthers trying to retake the lead. Takao, and still no signal. They got to unpile it, and I don't think they are going to give it to him. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Wow. Snow Canyon's defense trying to come up with a massive goal line stop. First one into the backfield.
Jimenez.
Is Jimenez.
From the outside. And that's the end of the third quarter. We'll take the break. 3rd and goal for Pineview, but they can retake the lead when we come back, trailing Snow Canyon 35-30 on the 1-loss scoreboard.
Beyond the park you know, exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
We're back, Pineview Stadium here on a Football Friday for you. 35-30 Warriors have the lead for now, but it's 3rd and goal for Pineview as we start quarter number 4. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside, our Sullivan Homes Game of the Week. Sullivan Homes builds homes just right for you, your family. You ready to build your dream home? You need it done? Visit sullivan-homes.com today to learn more. They had some really cool lots over by Sunbrook Golf Course, and I think they pre-sold them all, and they went so quick. I think they had about 45, 50 lots, but they've got some new developments opening up real soon. So check out the details out, sullivan-homes.com. So we go 3rd and goal to start the 4th quarter. And whistles. We won't have this play. And the side judges will run in. And it will be offsides. That'll move it, but an inch closer. I don't think you can move it too much closer here.
Distance to the goal is all you got.
You still got Bunnell out of the gun here. Bunched in tight. Bunnell gonna give it to Cow. Cow takes it in. Touchdown Panthers.
And you knew that was only a given. They went to Takao 3 consecutive times. And you want to know the most impressive statistic? I believe every play that went for yardage on that drive for Pineview was a run. It was either Enoch Takao or Ryan Jordan. It starts with the running, it ends with running. Fantastic drive, and they did it all without having to have Bunnell make a big play through the air.
Huge block by Peter Falanico. This guy, who's getting a lot of Division I looks, just moving some people there, and then Takao cut back behind his big left tackle and takes it in, and Pineview takes the lead. Simply Wisdom Teeth bring you our 2-point conversion try. They're going to go for 2 here. Let's try to make it a 3-point lead. And they're going to throw fade route into the end zone, and it's going to be a diving effort that's incomplete.
Yeah, Bunnell had to get rid of that. It was Wesley Todd-New getting into the backfield, bearing down on him. He did not have a lot of time to react there.
A rare blitz. You know, Snow Canyon has not blitzed often tonight. In fact, they've been dropping, you know, one of their D linemen into a flat a lot of times and really rushing only 3 on occasion, mostly rushing 4. But that time they came with pressure and it paid dividends.
Yeah, it absolutely worked out. So you go for 2. It's 36-35, and it makes you wonder, stopping the 2-point conversion makes that 2 you gave up on the block punt seem a little less threatening in a 1-point ball game, but you got to wonder ultimately, is it going to be the tiny mistakes like the block punt or the muffed kickoff return or things like that that ultimately do you in? And for the best of the best, those things are heartbreakers, not because you played bad, but it's because one mistake can make all the difference.
So early 4th quarter and another lead change. Is that the 4th or 5th? I've lost track. There's been at least 4.
All I know is we are into our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert, and I think that's pretty fantastic.
I'm going tonight. I'm going. Who's coming with me? Over to Yogurtland. First 5 ounces free. Of course, we're looking for the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We name it at the conclusion of every Region 9 football game. And, boy, we got a lot of choices. I don't even know if we've seen it yet.
Yeah, we may not have. This game seems like it's going to come down to the wire with the lead changes, the runs that we've seen. I have a feeling that it's coming up.
Kogan to kick off, and it's a good kick. It's going to drive him into the end zone for the touchback.
It looks like we do have a Hearst Ace Hardware Region 9 update. We got a game that's went final. That is the Dixie Flyers taking down Crimson Cliffs 25-15. Flyers end up winning that ball game by 10, and they will move to 4-1 on the region.
And our guy Jace, we had our East-West picks of the night earlier, and Jace, he's 7. He's a ton of fun. He joins us every week on the pregame show. He had Dixie. It's the first time he's picked against Crimson all season, and he is now 1 for 1 on the night.
Dixie's one of those teams. I don't think it's a down year. I think it's been an unlucky one. Their total margin of defeat, they're 4-4, and in those 4 losses, 9 points altogether.
It's crazy.
They're always a tough out, and now they're 4-1 in region play after taking down the Mustangs.
Fry ready to go to work. Warriors now trailing by 1. Design QB draw, and not much there. In fact, he might have lost a little bit of yardage as he tried to pop out to the left side outside the left tackle. They pull Isaac Lees. They try to run wide behind Lees, and I think Takao fights off the block and makes the tackle.
And, you know, Double D, I do believe that is Landon Fry's first rush attempt of this half where he was so dominant in the first. Did he run at all in the 3rd quarter? Snow Canyon didn't have the ball a lot, but I believe that was his first attempt to get outside of the pocket this half.
He had 7 for 75 in the first half, and that was his first carry. But he's now 9 of 16 for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air, so they've thrown it a little bit more in the second half. See what they do here. 2nd down and 11. Fry going to throw in the pocket. Now he tucks. Now he runs. And he's going to make a man miss and go to the middle of the field. Now he's going to cut back. He should get a block here from Childs, and he does. Still going wide. Gets another block. Fry still dancing and out to the 43-yard line. And that is a 23-yard run for Landon Fry. And he is just shy of 100 on the night.
Yeah, that was one of the most time-consuming 23-yard runs I've ever seen. Starts on the left side of the field, jumps back to the other. And watch him right here. He freezes Ryan Jordan, stops him in his tracks, then relies on a couple blocks on the other side to pick up even more yards. Great recognition by the Warriors receivers to realize where they needed to throw a block. And by Fry, by putting on that little juke move on Jordan.
Warriors break the huddle, trailing by 1, 10:44 left in regulation. Panthers lead 36-35 on the one-loss scoreboard. Appreciate One Lock. Dedicated personal injury attorneys. Fry going to draw play, quarterback run, and he's going to go to the 50, then tuck out of bounds at the 48. Flags fly again on this play.
Yeah, Takao and McKeever were tangled up there, and I think we're coming back. The Pineview faithful jumping up and saying, hey, there's a hold, and I think they're going to get McKeever on it. Threw Takao to the turf.
Yep. And here's the official call. And it's a hold on the Warriors. Landon Fry now 10 carries. And I think I shorted him a little on that run. I think he's got over 120 yards now after this last run. But that's going to be negated by the penalty.
I get it. You're trying to keep your guy upright. Fry was designed to run the ball on that play. But Takao had a little bit of breakaway from McKeever, and he ends up grabbing and then finishes up with somewhat of a tackle. That was an easy one for the refs.
Warriors again, contrast of styles. They're huddling up, going with some pace here in the fourth quarter. Time of possession way in favor of SC. And now Snowcannon's going to take a timeout. And we'll take it as well. Brought to you by Intercap Lending and the Scott Gibson team right here in St. George. They don't master rates or fees. Full timeout. Warriors with the football, down by 1 when we come back.
There's a rush coming.
Well, let's rush. Best 9 plays from last week in Region 9. Number 3, we go to the soccer field. Same field, different sport. Brianna Stewart bends it like Mia into the top corner pocket. Take a peek at your letters. You can send us mail at any time.
What's up with the stupid robot? His prediction percentage is lower than my dog's IQ, and my dog is dumb as a rock.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there? There's one thing coaches love. It's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Devin Dixon, Rustin Burnside, Sullivan Holmes game of the week. Coming up, we'll have the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll clean it all up for you. We'll name out our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We'll select a Dash Trucking Player of the Game for each team. And then we'll go down field level, try to get coaches, some players, some reaction on this one, plus get you all of the scores, set the table for next week as well. Fry going to roll out, going to throw. And it's going to be a sliding catch attempted but incomplete near midfield. And it's going to be second down and 20.
And that's the second time tonight we've seen Fry roll to his left, have to readjust his body and make a tough throw. I know he's attempted it a couple times. That's a tough one for any quarterback. High school, collegiate, even the professional level, to have to shift your body weight in that much of a fashion makes it really hard to deliver the zip on that ball you want to.
Under 10 minutes to play. 9:54 exactly on our Nets on Fire clock. And again, Pineview decided to go for 2. And the reason it's 36-35 is because the Panthers blocked a kick for a safety. Dominic McKenzie is the guy that blocked it out of the end zone. Fry going to throw. No, he's not. They're going to wave this play dead, and it's going to be movement up front. And Snowcannon's going the wrong direction here on this drive.
And the Warriors were all the way up to, maybe about the 37-yard line?
Yeah, on that Fry run that they call the hold on, yeah.
It's not ideal. In fact, we've seen Snow Canyon. The Warriors are in a unique position where against Desert Hills and Dixie, they got that experience in clutch situations, and they know how to win in tight games like this. But, I mean, those games, they weren't having penalties down the stretch in this same fashion. So for the Warriors to ultimately come out on top, we're going to have to see a lack of those yellow flags out on the field.
Landon Fry went all the way over to Matt Hickman, who's the quarterback coach, and is in the headset upstairs with OC Tim Nowatzki. We'll see what they do here. Second and long and a fumble. Fry picks it up, throws it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Pineview. Returnable. Here come the Panthers down the sideline, tackled, but it was Marcus Kemp, I think, that caught the interception. That's the first interception off of Landon Fry all season long, and the pressure, I think, forced the bad throw, and compounded by the fact that he bobbled the snap.
Oh, yeah, bobbled snap, Pineview bearing down on you. You panic. You just throw it up because you don't want to lose the yards. Well, ultimately, that's a worse decision. Kemp brings it deep into Warrior territory, just overthrows Esplin, and Kemp, it was gifted to him. Gift wrap, courtesy of Landon Fry. Big, big play for Pineview. The special teams, the defense coming up in a tight situation.
So 1st and 10, excellent field position. They're near the red zone already. Panthers with the football after the Kemp INT, and they'll run it. And Takao is going to push and then dart ahead and get 8 yards on that first down run.
You know, dart's the right word to use there. He'll go into a pile of linemen, and just when you think he's probably down on the ground somewhere, he just squirts out the other end for 5 or 6 more yards.
And timeout on the field, and we got another injured Warrior. An injury timeout, and we'll take it. Back with more football. Panthers knocking on the door into the Team D Auto Sales red zone when we come back. And Pineview leads 36-35 on ESPN Radio and CBC TV.
El censo es una ocasión especial en la que contamos a cada persona en cada casa de cada comunidad.
¿Niños cuentan?
Por supuesto, contar a todos le brinda un apoyo a tu comunidad para construir cosas como escuelas, hospitales y autobuses. Completa el censo por teléfono, por internet o envía tu formulario por correo.
Es fácil, seguro y lo más importante es completamente privado.
¡Haz que tu familia cuente!
Este año, haz que todos los niños cuenten. Visita 2020census.gov/ES.
All done.
It took you 10 minutes to complete the census.
That was so easy to count me, Rosita.
And Papi.
And it is secure and private. Make your family count!
Take 10 minutes to make sure every child counts. Visit 2020census.gov.
And they're attending to the injured Warrior. You know, we were talking about this, and we mentioned it earlier. There's so many guys that go 2 ways down in the trenches, but that's Jimenez, and he looks like he's got a really bad wheel. And some applause from both crowds here. Jaden Jimenez, senior backer, getting helped off the field by the Intermountain Sports Medicine team. And Juwan Shakespeare has been busy tonight, huh, Bernsey?
Yeah, he absolutely has. And it's, you know, it's interesting to watch these players down the stretch. Like guys like Jimenez, you need him on the field. He's been crucial getting in the backfield on a couple big plays so far for Snow Canyon. So let's see how they adjust with him off.
36-35, Panthers have the lead and the ball in the red zone, and now more movement, and this time I think Fallen Nico moved from his left tackle position.
The flags have come out in full force here in this second half. The third quarter started off with an array of them, and we're seeing a lot more of the same here. Yeah, and while we have a break, it looks like in the fourth quarter towards the end of the game, 2-minute warning, Hurricane was driving into Canyon View territory. Connor Nilsson gets into the end zone, 11-yard touchdown. Tigers now up 34-28. Not a lot of time remaining in that one.
Here it's a tight one, too. Bunnell takes a look to the sideline. By the way, penalties, 10 for 90 yards for Snow Canyon, 9 for 85 after that false start for Pineview.
And at least they're almost even.
Give us to Takao. Takao wrapped up and brought down. Short gain. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
And that's really solid penetration right there from that Warriors defensive line. It was 56 getting back there
Isaac
and
Lees.
bringing down the ball carrier, Isaac Lees.
Yeah, he did. He came from the backside and brought him down, showing you some strength. Throw over the middle, and it's low, and it's incomplete. Had Bo Hall there, but just maybe a little bit too low for Hall to keep it off the turf.
And in the second half, Hall's been the guy to go to if you need a first down. That one just a little too low. And, I mean, do you think it was a catchable ball?
Tough
it's
catch
tough to
because
say.
of the low throw, but, you know, as my old wide receiver coach would say, you touch it, you catch it. Now 4th down, gonna throw, and it is incomplete. Tried to find McKenzie, and he got hit right as he was trying to attempt the catch. And that's the first turnover on downs forced by the Snow Canyon Warrior defense. And Pineview will give the football up, leading by just 1 here Into the fourth quarter, 8:18 on the clock. Big play there, Burnsy.
Big play, and we'll get a great look at it here thanks to CEC TV. It was Brooks Esplin on the coverage. He's kind of been picked on that first quarter specifically, where big plays were going against him. Right there, steps up to the plate and delivers when it matters most and gets his team the ball back. It looked like for a second Snow Canyon shot themselves in the foot with penalties, a bobbled snap, and an interception. Instead, they still have an opportunity to go on that game-winning drive thanks to that Warriors defense.
1st and 10 SC. Fry right back out to work. Pistol. Gonna run it. Quarterback draw. Finds a little crease. And he's gonna pick up almost the first down yardage there as he got slammed to the turf right near the sticks. I think he's just shy. It'll be 2nd and short.
All right, so Landon Fry is going to continue to churn. And before those penalty flags brought everything back on that last possession, that's what was working best for Snow Canyon. It's no surprise they go back to those little quarterback draws because Fry's been churning. He's been churning all night.
And they did give him the first down. It's a Fabulous Freddy's first down. I knew it was really close. Wasn't sure, but they looked at it closely. They moved the sticks. Panthers by 1. Warriors defense just got a huge 4th down stop after the first interception of the season by Fry. Now they go back to the ground. Tide Morris off left tackle. He'll get 3.
And, you know, here's a storyline I don't know if we've talked about enough. Bretton Stone left the game in the 3rd quarter. He has not been back on the field since then. This is Tide Morris in the backfield, so the Warriors without a very key component. Stone's had the game-winning touchdown in both
and his
close games
pads are
had.
off, and he's got ice and a sling on his left shoulder on the far sideline, so his night looks to be done for sure. So it's the sophomore Tide Morris in the backfield right now. Fry out of the pistol. 2nd down and 7. Play action, throw it, caught. First down Warriors at the 45. Nifty play there and precision on the throw from the quarterback Landon Fry.
And that's what they need right now. Fry has not been asked to do too much through the air tonight. That's normally the case when the Warriors win football games. He's able to play his game and let everything come to him. And right there, when they need it most, he delivers a crucial strike. I didn't even see who was in on that catch.
Couldn't tell if it was Wade or Hill. I think it was Wade, if I'm not mistaken. Wade to the far sideline, Hills to the near sideline. Fry, handoff, and nothing doing. Panthers all over that one. And that might have been a TFL. No, they'll give him the line of scrimmage.
6 minutes, 23 seconds. The clock continues to tick over there on our Nets on Fire clock. So, I mean, still got a lot of football left to be played here. And for Snow Canyon, there's no reason for them to be in a massive rush right now. They're going to look for whatever Pine View's going to give them in this situation.
Nice tackle there by Rick Nai. 2nd down and 10. Warriors going to throw. No, they're not. Fry fakes the throw, runs, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. He'll lose a little bit there. Back to the 45. And 3rd and a long 10.
Guess who it is? The same guy you just mentioned, Rick Maui, getting in and bringing down Fry. He's been in the backfield on back-to-back plays now.
Yeah, somebody might want to block 57 right now. And now you almost have to think Fry's going to try to go to the air.
And just to throw it back, Rick Maui was very big in the closing moments of that Crimson Cliffs game too.
Yeah, he's been playing some stellar football for this Panther defense. 3-4 look and movement, no call. He just leaned in. They'll play on. Fry going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to find Wade, and it was deflected out of his hand last second, and it's 4th down for this Warrior offense. They're down by 1. There's still 5:07 to go. And do you punt it here? And you know, your defense just came out with a big stand. I think you almost got it. I think there's still too much time left in this game.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. And, I mean, a lot of credit to Pine View's defense. They got back there. Landon Fry was full on in panic mode when he let that ball go. It was still a well-delivered pass, and it was kind of a 50-50 ball that was knocked to the turf. But Pine View came after him, got to him, and they'll give the ball back to their offense, hoping to run things down.
Uh-oh, Panthers had to take a timeout. They have to burn a timeout.
Ooh.
Preston Mann was coming on, and somebody was late to come off, some miscommunication. And now we'll have a timeout brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. Punt when we come back. 1-point game. Pineview on top of Snow Canyon 36-35 on the one-loss scoreboard.
All right, Lawrence, bring it in.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pancake McKeever.
Okay.
You go to the right hard.
Go to the right.
Full speed.
Yes, full speed.
Don't go full speed in rehearsal.
Yes.
Our ratings are never going to go up.
Okay. Let's put these little babies to bed.
Ready? Break. Hey, Brent, when we're done, you can go back to playing Pokemon with those nerds you hang out with at Snow Canyon.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ready. Down. Hot hot.
Oh.
Welcome back. 5:07 left, fourth quarter. 36-35. Pineview has the 1-point lead. And fourth down. And they've changed their mind, Bernsey. They're taking the punt unit off the field. Landon Fry is back out there. And Fry's going to throw. Huge play here in this game. Has time. Going to roll a little light. Still has time. No pressure. Now the pressure comes. He throws on the run, and it is incomplete.
Off of Hickman's fingertips. And Pineview takes over. Wow, it looked like Fry, it was the right idea. I kind of had a bad angle at it, but it looked like it was a catchable football with Fry rolling to his right.
And maybe if he runs earlier, he has a chance. Right now, if he goes, a lot of turf out there.
Yeah.
Then finally the pressure comes, he lets go. And really, you got to give credit there to the secondary. And Hickman looks like he's out of gas there. You see at the end of that play, he just looks like he's playing both ways tonight. I mean, temperature's cooling down into probably the high 70s right now, but at kickoff it was still 97, 98 degrees today.
And this game's still far from over.
No,
Snow
it
Canyon's
is.
defense going to have to step up, though, in a big way. Speaking of over, Hurricane has taken down Canyon View 35-28. The Tigers get their second win of the year.
Yeah, first in region play. Handoff. And Takao slipping through and then getting 9. And right now, you know, kind of a tale of two halves. Pineview has been able to go to the ground game a lot more in the second half. I mean, it was 290 yards passing in the first half for Bunnell, and he's had some nice passes in the second half, but Takao has started to get on track a little bit here, and they've used him a lot more.
And that's the beauty of this situation. You have a 1-point lead. The clock's still ticking. You know that Takao's picking up 3-4 yards every time he touches it. There's no reason not to continue to go to him or Ryan Jordan.
Give us to Takao. Takao going to get the first down, but not much more. Got it to the 35 of Snow Canyon, but a fresh set of downs, and now Pineview can work on some more clock.
And it's just Takao hits that line with such power that even something as unspectacular as that results in a first down. He just has great awareness of where the marker is at all times and what he actually needs to give on each and every given play.
And obviously, Pineview's got excellent field position because you changed your mind. You were going to punt the football, 5 minutes and some change left. You don't. You go for it. You don't get it. And now Ryan Jordan through the middle, cuts outside. He's got some turf in front of him, 20 to the 10, and down diving at the pylon. Did he step out? Yes, he stepped out at about the 3.
And we got a flag. We got a flag on the play, too.
And this one might be coming back, thrown back where, and Bunnell is showing a little bit of, he clapped his hands together like he was frustrated. It would have been first and goal from inside the 5, and it looks like just by Bunnell's reaction, this one's coming back.
Yeah, Bunnell himself has already backed all the way up to about the 40-yard line, as now the rest of the team follows suit.
Hold on, Pineview. And I don't know. I didn't see it there. Did you? On the replay, I didn't. Watching, trying to bounce from block to block, I didn't see.
Based on where the flag was thrown, it would look like it would have been a receiver, but I didn't see anything from the receiver unit that signified a hold.
So first and about 8 now from the spot foul to back them up 10. They did get the first down, so they don't lose the down. And 3:36 on the clock. They're working that Air game with Bunnell. You're going to drop it to McKenzie. McKenzie on a comeback catches it, breaks away, and gets down inside the Team Deanna Sales red zone to the 18. And it's another fabulous Freddy's first down for this Panther offense, and McKenzie's big night continues. Dominic McKenzie tonight is doing a little bit of everything, and he is now up over 160 yards receiving on his 8th catch of the night. I think he's about 174.
Yeah, it puts him over 850 on the season. He is very close to that 900 mark.
We still got a couple weeks of regular season football, and Pineview obviously is hoping they got a lot of postseason football in front of him. He's going to have a 1,000-yard season maybe by the first half of next game, if not this game. Jordan, handoff. Panthers going to block for him on that right side, and that play was defended well by Snow Canyon. Tyden Morris coming up and making that stop.
Yeah, clock continues to tick over there on our Nets on Fire clock. 2 minutes, 40 seconds is what we're looking at right now. And for Snow Canyon, Pineview hasn't attempted a field goal tonight. Chances are if they run into a 4th down, I don't know if that'll be any different in this situation, but for the Warriors defense, you got to act like they'd go for it on 4th, and you still have the potential to make a stop, but things looking a little more bleak as time goes by.
By the way, Isaac Lees was the guy that got there first, and then Morris came flying in. I think Lees is going to get credit for that last tackle. 2:16 and flags fly as they snap the ball. Penalties again. Both teams double-digit penalties, and both teams are right around 90, 95 yards respectively. They're really even in the penalty battle. They're really even on the scoreboard.
And, I'll tell you what, when those flags started flying, I said this is going to play a big difference in the game. Turns out it hasn't. Both these teams have been penalized equally as far as that goes.
Warriors 11 for 95 and 11 for 90, I believe, for Pineview. Bunnell going to tuck, going to run. I think the pocket was there. It looked like he decided to run maybe a little early, and that goes nowhere. Get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I think that was Hayden Fry who brought him down.
Yeah, he's a beast, isn't
he? I think you're absolutely right. When you watch that replay there, it looked like Bunnell just thought he saw something that he liked, thought he had a little bit of room because he took off, and Fry closed in and shut it down. And now we're staring at 3rd down and long for Pineview.
And, of course, Snow Canyon has taken a timeout. They got to preserve some time for their offense either way, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. And if Pineview scores the touchdown, you got to believe Coach Osner might just go for 2 here and try to put this game out of reach.
It is still a 1-point ball game. And I'm really curious to see on 3rd down what they're going to pull up here. 3rd down and 16 is what it's marked at. So Bunnell was going to go to the air on the last possession, ended up tucking it and trying to pick up some yards. He was brought down by Fry. You have to sense this one's probably going to end up going through the air. Keep an eye on Preston Mann. He's been quiet a little bit. Had a massive first quarter, a massive first half, and since then we haven't heard much from Mann. This might be time for Pineview to call his number.
Next week, Pineview will play Dixie. Snow Canyon will play Crimson Cliffs. We'll have both those broadcasts for you on your Cherry Creek family of stations. And the Pineview-Dixie game will be on CEC TV. Throw over the middle and broken up. Incomplete. A hit on Bunnell. No flags in the backfield. And it's 4th down, and now decision time for Coach Hosner and Coach Croton.
Yeah, and like I said, they were looking for Preston Mann. I said it was time to call his number, but fantastic coverage
by
makes that thought null.
Braxton Hickman on the coverage. And now they're going to go for it. You know, Snow Canyon's defense has come up with some big plays tonight. They need one more here.
Yeah, looks like they got Bailey, Moten, Mann, and McKenzie all in the wide receiver slot.
To Cow to the left of Bunnell. Braden Bunnell out of the gun. 4th down and about 16. Bunnell throwing it over the middle into the end zone. It is incomplete. Warner batted it away. And Snow Canyon has a chance here with 1:46 on the clock. And they are trailing Pineview by just 1.
And that was Zoe who got into the backfield, forced Bunnell to kind of toss it up there. And we've talked about it all game. Bunnell hasn't been pressured that much. When it matters most, Snow Canyon brings the heat, forces an incompletion. And just like that, the Warriors with an opportunity here. 1:46.
Well, and what a you know, we were talking adjustments inside our InfoWest halftime show. We're talking about what do these D coordinators do? It's 28-28 at the break.
Yeah.
And you look up, and it's 36-35. These two defenses have really rose to the occasion and have kind of taken over and dictated the game. Another, you know, four down stop there for Snow Canyon's defense, and now here comes Landon Fry. Fry looking to throw. First down, and it's nearly intercepted, but it's caught. And it's caught by Jake Hill out across the 35 to the 36. That's a first down for the Warriors. A Panther jumped that pass route. I thought he had a chance at it. It goes right to Hill. What a concentration by Hill.
You know, Marcus Kemp was looking for his second interception there of the night, and Fry just the ability to float it over. From where we were sitting, it looked like Kemp had the perfect angle. Doesn't matter. Fry delivers it either way.
Fry going to throw. Takao comes on pressure. They pick it up, and it is going to be dropped. He dropped it, and that was a good throw, and I think it was Childs that couldn't bring it in.
They've had a hard time going Brenton Childs' way tonight almost every single time. It's been a drop, a low pass. They just haven't been able to connect with him offensively.
Perfect. That was a perfect pass. You know, Hill had a big drop on a deep ball, and then Childs has one there. That has not helped the Warrior cause. And now this Panther crowd starts to make a little bit more noise. 1:31 left, fourth quarter. Pineview leads Snow Canyon, number 2 versus number 3, 36-35. Warriors with possession, down by 1. Fry looking to throw. They're setting up a screen to Tyden Morris. Hit comes, he breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, but he's going to be hit and dropped in traffic. He could never break free. He'll get it out to the 40, about the 44. Now I'll give him the 43. But it was a nice pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Warriors offense.
Yeah, it seemed like the right play call there at the moment. Pineview just did a fantastic job of adjusting and adapting to that screenplay. Snow Canyon scored on that exact play against Hurricane from a similar position. That time Panthers wrap it up.
Fry looking to throw to the sticks, turn around, Hill caught it. First down, Warriors into Panther territory at the 47-yard line of Pineview. Jake Hill's having a big night.
He is having a big night. He had a fantastic, deep touchdown on the right side. Other than the drop, though, he has been Landon Fry's favorite receiver. 2 touchdowns and a big reception there to pick up a first. They got Hill, they got Hickman, they got Childs all lined up at the receiver spot.
Staying in that 3-4 defense. 1st and 10 Warriors. 1:09 on the clock when Fry starts this play. Tucks up in the pocket, looking to throw, rolling left, throws off his back foot, and it is incomplete, broken up last second.
Is that Marcus McKenzie who got his hand on it?
I think
Caballero?
So. I think it was McKenzie.
Big play. That's the 3rd time tonight. It's just a tough, and we get a good look at it here. So hard to throw when you're rolling to your left and throwing with your right hand. And great breakup right there for McKenzie.
Marcus McKenzie, twin brother Dominic McKenzie, with a big B-rup right there. Erickson ready to snap it. Clock stop, 59.7 seconds. This is 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. In Pineview territory at the 47. Fry looking, scrambling. Now he's going to step, throw, take a shot. Kind of a jump ball up towards Hickman, and it's going to be intercepted. Was he in bounds? I don't know if the officials saw if he was in bounds or not. And now there's a flag. And now there's a flag down late, and the Panthers are celebrating. They're going to say he caught it?
Yeah, I think they pointed that direction. I think it's Panther football. And the flag after the fact, I think because a Warriors player exchanged some words with the referee.
Was that Becker with the pick?
Ah.
I think it was Ian Becker, the free safety, if I'm not mistaken, with the interception, kind of roaming. The officials, it was thrown so far downfield, and there was a couple players, kind of almost a Hail Mary towards the sideline there. And it's 2nd down and 10. It's not really desperation time. Fry, though, trying to find Hickman. And officials are talking about this. There's a flag at scrimmage. There's a flag down at the 12, and Pineview thinks they've got the interception.
Yeah, they sent the offense back out on the field. Bunnell and company's out currently, while Snow Canyon's still trying to figure things out.
Fry kind of doing a little Russell Wilson, trying to buy time, then throws it. And then the interception by Becker. Yeah, he's got his left foot and maybe even the right foot as he was backing up out of bounds. And Becker, that's a good interception as far as our replay shows. I don't think that's the discussion. I think we got offsetting or two separate penalties here. Now the question is
Snow Canyon's cheering now. The offense
let's see. Here's Gene Van Orden. Got a personal foul. And unsportsmanlike on Pineview for the celebration. So it's gonna be both going. The hit to the head on Fry, they're gonna call a late hit. That's the flag back by midfield. And then after the interception, they're gonna call a celebration penalty on Pineview. And so Snow Canyon.
Long story short,
keep the football. Now, did they mark off any penalty yardage yet, though?
I don't think so.
It's still spotted at the. Now, Coach Hosner wants to talk things over. Hosner is getting an explanation, and this is a huge moment in this game, Rustin. There's 47 seconds left. Pineview is leading by 1, 36-35.
I'll tell you what, even if you didn't understand football, if you were just here at the field, you would understand this is a pivotal moment. You can feel it with the fans, with the players on the field, with the coaches talking to the officials. This is big, and we've had a blocked punt in this game that resulted in a safety, which was massive. We've had a 2-point conversion that was missed. This could be the biggest call all night.
Yeah, we've had some gambles going for it on 4th down. We had the pick 6 earlier. We have had a muff kickoff and a muff punt.
Yeah.
We've seen, both quarterbacks picked off once. Fry for the first time this season.
And if this is the case, if this stands, which is looking at might.
It is.
Snow Canyon, I mean, they got away with one. Fry was backpedaling. He was 10, 15 yards away from the original line of scrimmage before he threw that up. Now he has a chance at redemption.
So fresh set of downs for Landon Fry. 47 seconds on the clock. Hickman goes motion. They're going to throw it backwards to Hickman. They're going to try a double pass to Hill. Hickman threw a duck. It's up in the air, and he camps under it, and he cannot come back and catch it. Incomplete at the 15. And because that was underthrown, Hill actually had a chance to come back and catch that, but he just dropped it, it looked like.
His second big drop of the night. Remember, his first drop resulted in a blocked safety on the next play. This one, we'll see what's to come, but I mean, Hickman definitely threw a wounded duck right there.
DB kind of fell down. It wasn't an easy catch.
No, it was not.
And the DB gets back up and actually kind of hits him right as that ball is right there. And maybe that's why he dropped it, because the hit came almost simultaneously. But one that Hill would probably tell you, I should have caught, Coach. 2nd down and 10 from the Pineview 47. Warriors are down by 1. Crunch time, baby. Fry rolling right. Fry looking, nobody open, is going to throw it, and it's going to be caught on the sideline at the 30.
That stops the clock at 26.2.
And Fry had all day to throw and patiently found Jake Hill, and that time Hill said, I got this catch.
Yeah, right there. I mean, he rolled out to the right simply because it was his own choice, just trying to find something a little extra, and then dumps it off to Hill for a really solid pickup all the way to Pineview's 28-yard line.
1st and 10 Warriors. Huge Fabulous Freddy's first down. Eventually, we're going to get to our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. We'll select our Dad's Trucking player of the game. We'll name one for each team. And also name our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. We might not have seen it yet. Fry going to throw. Looking into the end zone, over the middle, going up to Hickman, and it's incomplete. Post route, well covered, and couldn't find him there.
Yeah, and a little bit of credit there also goes to Pineview. They brought a little extra pressure. Morris tried to pick up the blitz, but it was just enough to get Fry to overthrow that a tad out of Hickman's outstretched arm. So 19 seconds left, 19.5 to be precise.
And you've got Whitwer, who's a great story, soccer player for Spokane. Never played football in his life. Started working with the team before the season and has quickly become a really good kicker. And he's got enough distance. If they don't gain another yard, he's got the leg, because it would be about a 45, 46-yard field goal. Childs goes in motion, makes it 3-by-1 on the left side, the trip side. They're going to go to the single receiver side, and it's incomplete. Tried to get Hill on a little out route, and it goes off his hand. Only can get one hand on it, and it's third down.
You know, the good news about that play call, though, I know it wasn't caught, but that was a quick play. We're talking like 2 seconds. We're still 14 on the clock right now on third down. If it works, fantastic. You're that much closer to a field goal. If not, you definitely have another opportunity to make something happen.
14.9 seconds on our Nets on Fire clock. Check out all of the training packages available at the Be More Sports Complex at netsonfire.org. Fry goes pistol, 2-by-2 set, 3-4 base D. They show blitz. They come with blitz. Fry senses it, throws it left side, and it's way out in front. Incomplete, fourth down, and now do you kick it? You got 8.9 seconds. Do you bring on Whitwer here, or do you try to go into the end zone one more time? Here comes the kicker.
It was Dylan Becker who was getting into the backfield. He was bearing down hard, and Fry just let that one go. Becker with the pressure, and now here's the ball game.
Isaac Lees comes over, says something to his kicker. Fry's the holder. He's counting the players, and they're missing a guy. Fry says, we're missing a guy. And here comes an extra player. And it's Hickman, his first one to come on out. I don't know if he's supposed to be or not, but he's always right there ready. And this is going to be for the win. Pineview's up 36-35, and Pineview's going to freeze Whitwer. Timeout, Panthers. Maybe about what is going to be, about a 46-yarder, Bernsey?
That's what it looks like. It's, I don't know, this is a big kick.
A big
kick. This is the region, and this game's been everything we touted it as being. Back and forth, turnovers, drops. I mean, it's everything you could ask for in a football game we've seen tonight. And, of course, why would it not come down to a last-second field goal?
This has been fantastic. Spokane has been part of 3 weeks in a row of nail-biters. The Warrior fans got to be sitting up there going, I need a pacemaker? I mean, they beat Desert Hills 28-21 2 weeks ago. They beat Dixie 35-33 last week to stay undefeated, and now they're down 36-35, and Whitwer's got a chance to win it with his leg. Winner will have the inside track to the Region 9 title. Winner will at least be number 2 in the RPI rankings as we inch closer to the playoffs. We're into October, and Whitwer now, they're going to spot it exactly the 36. So it's going to be Fry, the holder, Erickson, the snapper, and Jacob Whitwer from 46 with the kick. The snap, the hold is down, the kick is away, and it is long enough, and it is...
It's no good.
No good.
It's short.
Just a little left. Pineview wins by 1. He didn't get it clean. Maybe pulled it just a little bit. It was close to being long enough. Hard to tell from our vantage point.
I think that just dropped just barely short of that goalpost.
Was it straight enough?
Yeah, I think it was. No, it was wide left.
Just barely. I think it was long enough, just left.
Yeah, just left.
Barely left. Pineview holds on. And they are 5-0 in region play. Warriors drop to 4-1. How about that Region 9 battle that will be another instant classic? And as I always say in Region 9, expect the unexpected. There's still time on the clock, 3.4 seconds, so Pineview's got to come put a knee down. Victory formation is out. They just got to get the snap and the knee down, and this game is over. Unbelievable game. And there's the knee, and there's the game. Panthers win the final 36-35. As Principal Mike Mees likes to say, it's a great day to be a Panther. And the Panthers will play Dixie next week. Snow Canyon will play Crimson. We got highlights for you, and we'll clean it all up with our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. After this 2-minute timeout, we'll name our Dad's Trucking Player of the Game, our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game right after this break as we catch our breath. Again, the final, Pineview by 1, 36-35 on ESPN Radio, CEC TV.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Back live where we saw another instant classic as we bring you the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And the Panthers celebrating. We're going to make it a fairly quick post-game show from up in the booth, and then we're going to head down field level, try to get some reaction from Ray Hosner or Coach Croton or some of the Pineview and or Snow Canyon coaches and players here. But let's roll the highlights for you here on CEC TV as it was entertaining. Defense kind of took over, though, in the second half, but still plenty of fireworks for the offense as Landon Fry and the Warriors scrambling around. This was a nice little throw to Bretton Stone, and Stone takes it for a key first down. He gets hurt later in this half, which did have a big impact on this game. There's a pass down the sideline and cruising into the end zone, Jake Hill. And that was a big touchdown to put him up 35-28. So Snow Canyon strikes first after we tied the half, and then boom, there's the safety. Dominic McKenzie blocks the punt. And Enoch Tikawa did take over after the free kick. And look at him slicing and dicing and picking up 10 and 12 yards of carry. Here's Ryan Jordan with a nice run down inside the 10. And then the Pineview Panthers would punch it in with Enoch Tikawa early fourth quarter. And then Fry would go back to work. Scrambling around. Really nice rushing game. Look at the moves from Fry. Gets a block here from Brenton Childs. But some penalties on this drive would kind of thwart that plan that they had. And then this is the first interception of the season for Fry. Bad snap, and Kemp's there to pick it up and run it back inside the 25.
Yeah, no, big play right there for Marcus Kemp. Fry a little bothered. Now in the ensuing drive after the turnover, Bunnell would look downfield and end up finding his man in Dominic McKenzie. Of course, Pineview was held. It was a fourth and out, or it was a turnover on down. Snow Canyon going back the other direction. Quick pass out there from Fry. Fry was going to drop back. Throws, looks over the middle. Screenplay set up for Tyden Morris. Pineview actually does a pretty solid job of sniffing this out, forcing the Warriors into a tough spot. Rolling to the right, Fry trying to make something happen. Game on the line type situation. Finds his man in Jake Hill, and this set up our finish.
Yeah, kick. It landed 2 yards into the end zone. Hard to say if it was a little left or just a little bit short from our vantage point. Regardless, no good. And you feel for Whitwer. And Pineview celebrating here. They go to 5-0. Snow Canyon drops to 4-1. Could these teams meet again in the postseason?
Oh, you feel it. I mean, absolutely. These are two of the best that Region 9 has to offer. And, you know, whether it be somewhere down the road, both of these teams are expected to go far. Snow Canyon was a preseason darling. Pineview's shown that they're still every bit as dangerous. It wouldn't surprise me at all if these two teams match up one more time.
Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Let's hand out some awards real quickly. Bernsey, let's talk Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. What was the biggest play in this one, a game in which we saw so many big plays?
You know, everything. There was big bombs downfield, the Preston man. I mean, there were dropped special teams plays, and that's where I want to focus. In a game that was decided by 1 point, 36-35, let's go with the play that meant 2 points for the Pineview Panthers. And for them, that was all they needed. That was the difference. It was a situation where Snow Canyon was back in their own end zone having to punt away. And once that ball was snapped, the two speedsters on both sides, Dominic McKenzie on one side, Marcus McKenzie on the other, they both bolt. They both get there, but it's Dom who gets a hand on it. Safety for for Pineview. They end up taking, well, this point they were down 35-30, and after that would score, making it 36-35, which is your final. It's the blocked punt that is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. That was the turning point tonight.
Go see the boys that sell GE, Samsung, washers, dryers, ovens. They got it all for you. Beautiful showroom, open to the public, across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. All right, we always do this once we get into region play. We'll name a Dad's Trucking Player of the Game for each team. Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. Before we do that, let me give you a couple stats here. Fry goes 13, 26, 135, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He ran it 11 times for 109. Stone goes 14 for 64. Jake Hill, 3 catches for 70. Wade, 3 for 35. Hickman, 6 solo tackles, leads the Warriors with 7.5 in the game. Who do you like there? It's probably Fry for me tonight. The way I would lean with Hickman not getting as much touches offensively. Still, he was great defensively tonight, but I would think it would probably be Landon Fry. I mean, you had to believe if you go over to Pineview and you scored 35, you probably got enough to win with the way the defense has been playing for Snow Canyon, but not to be tonight.
No, Fry's the clear choice for one reason alone. He kept the Warriors in the game offensively by simply turning on the jets and getting out of the pocket. Their leading rusher was Stone down. He was really the only thing they had going offensively to move that ball down the field, put them in a position to win the game on a field goal attempt. Landon Fry is that pick for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
All right, look at some of the Pineview stats. Bunnell, 22-41, 359, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Takao goes 16 for 89 and 3 touchdowns. Dom McKenzie, 8 catches, 174. Mann goes 3 for 106. Didn't catch a pass in the second half. And Bailey goes 4 for 34 and a touch. And defensively, Ryan Jordan, I thought, was the wrecking ball on defense. You know, he had 6 total tackles to lead the team. Takao, though, had 5. They were all solo, plus 3 touchdowns. Probably Enoch Takao tonight.
Yeah, you have to go with Takao. He was a force to be reckoned with. When he would receive the football behind the line, he'd plow forward for key first downs, for touchdowns, whatever it was. And then on the defensive end, he's the captain, he's a leader, and he's always one of the first ones to the ball carrier.
All right, let's go Takao, your Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. Fry for Snow Canyon as well. Dad's Trucking, your quality service carrier. Running strong since 1988, and Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station with location St. George, Hurricane, and up there in Cedar City as well as Beaver. All right, we'll take a 60-second timeout. I'll come back in the booth. Burnsy's going to go get field level, and we're getting closer to bringing you our Ideal Home and Paint Region 9 live show. But one more segment up top here, and we'll get you some more stats, some team stats brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, and our stats brought to you by Wilkinson's after this quick timeout. You don't have.
Let me know when you want me to start.
There's a rush coming.
Well, let's rush best 9 plays from last week in Region 9. Number 3, we go to the soccer field. Same field, different sport. Brianna Stewart bends it like Mia into the top corner pocket. take a peek at your letters. You can send us mail at any time.
What's up with the stupid robot? His prediction percentage is lower than my dog's IQ, and my dog is dumb as A-Rob.
Lawrence, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there? There's one thing coaches love. It's media guys telling them how good or bad their team is.